The following program contains adult language and juvenile conversations. Listener discretion is advised.
Tonight, we are temporarily godless. We are potentially homeless. And we are perpetually hopeless. But we have a triple threat triumvirate ready to hopefully entertain you, maybe argue, and if you're not careful, you may learn a thing or two. So welcome to Trick or Treat Radio.
Welcome all you little zombies. You're listening to Trick or Treat Radio, starring the Deadites.
Welcome to episode 362 of Trick or Treat Radio. Trick or Treat Radio is the world's most dangerous podcast and is recorded in front of an undead studio audience at Castle Wolfenstein. We discuss at least one film a week, we argue, we make fun of each other, and sometimes our co-host rock an intro, they just drop it and then fucking take off.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Like Elvis leaving the building. He didn't give a shit.
Raven Shadow has left the fucking studio.
Yep. So it's just you and me, Wolfie.
Yeah, we should lock him out.
We
It's a
really
good,
should.
It's a good intro, but we should lock him out anyways.
Yeah. He had plenty of time to
Do his thing.
do his thing, to
Yeah.
comb his hair and
Yeah.
to make sure that his beard is nicely settled into his face.
True, yeah.
You know, have a ciggy,
Siggy.
you know, and
Is that what the cool kids call it these days?
I guess. I don't know. I was never cool. And but no, he takes off. He drops an excellent intro, probably his best. And
He had a good one on the last Rough House one.
oh, did he?
Yeah.
Who cares? But yeah, we're here. We are once again. Godless.
Yes,
Godless, as
That's right.
the Raven Shadows would say.
Yep, we are godless. Aries is not with us tonight. It's funny, within the last 5 weeks, each one of you guys has been away.
Yeah.
You were away on vacation. Raven Shadow had his elective surgery, and Aries is doing godlike things.
Yeah. I don't get it, man. I mean,
Well,
when is it going to happen to you?
the show doesn't run without me, so
Oh, really? I think we could do just fine without
you
you.
think?
Yeah.
I'd like to see you try.
Here he is.
He's back.
Look at him. Hey.
Bombaleo, the man of the hour.
Everybody, very
Yeah.
excited.
Him and his fucking hair.
Yeah.
Your hair looks worse, actually.
Stop it.
What'd you do?
Yeah, actually, it
It's
does
humid.
It is
Yeah.
human.
Yeah.
Can we get a fucking polar vortex up in this motherfucker, please? What the fuck?
The air conditioner's finally working, though, I think.
You
It
know,
was fucking brutal.
You
in
know what?
here
We have a
when I got
refrigerator
here.
in the next room. Maybe we should bring that in here and just open the door.
Just go inside of it.
yeah.
You can get in. You could probably make that work.
I can't fit in there. Raven Shadow probably could,
Oh,
though.
probably true.
I'm too tall, though. You can't.
You're too long.
You're
I'm
too
too
long.
long.
Yeah,
very
why do you
long.
say tall? You usually say long.
It's true. Yeah, I'm very. I am known for my long form.
Long form is the best form.
That's true.
apparently.
Yeah.
But it's not your tall form.
Well, no, we're rebranding. There's a whole thing going on.
So, on tonight's show, I guess we'll run down the events of the evening, and we are going to talk about a new horror comedy called Deep Murder. Should be an interesting discussion. I hadn't heard much about this film until we picked it last week. So, we'll be talking about it. It's a horror comedy, stars Christopher McDonald and Jerry O'Connell. Some comedy stalwarts.
Shooter McGavin and
Heaven. Yeah.
Shooter McGavin and the fat kid from Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if a comedy stalwart is how I would describe the Jerry O'Connell.
Well, Christopher McDonald, I would.
Oh yeah, I mean he's fucking brilliant.
Oh yeah, he was hysterical in Quiz Show, wasn't he? Yeah.
He was very good.
You know, he was incredibly funny in Requiem for a Dream, right?
He
Yeah.
was actually. He was.
I forgot he was even in that.
Yeah, he was the host, right, or the game show host.
Oh, you're right.
In Quiz Show, you mean?
No. In Requiem for a Dream.
Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, the mother one.
Yeah.
On.
Yeah.
Wow, it's funny.
Alan
Like,
Burstyn, yeah.
it was one of those nights. I mean, it's consistent now, but it was rare in those days. But I was really in a bad mood, and
You've been in a bad mood a lot lately.
Yeah, there's been a trend. There's been a trend.
Did the operation take away your humorous bone or something?
Nah, shit. I knew there was something.
Because I just real quick, I don't want you to forget your story, but I just put out the our second Patreon exclusive episode just dropped. And when I was putting it together, because, it was in different parts, I had to kind of piece it together. You were really ornery.
Yeah, really.
You were really angry.
I felt attacked on many occasions.
You've said that. Yeah, you said that.
You said that many times.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were attacked.
I think so. I think my contributions
your
were
artistic ability.
Dude, that drawing sucked.
It wasn't a drawing. It was the coloring.
The coloring sucked.
The coloring was fine.
The coloring sucked, dude.
Well, listen, Aries,
Well, when you make this,
don't blame Aries.
When you make the belt like the same color as the skin, like this weird purple, no, that doesn't work.
And I heard that too, by the way, and it gave me upset again because I realized how mean you were to me that day.
I wasn't mean. I was honest.
No, well, don't be.
I was being mean and honest.
Fair. Well,
at least I'm honest.
No, you could lie a little bit.
I can't do that.
You don't got to tell the whole truth.
And nothing but the truth?
Yeah, even Superman doesn't tell the whole truth.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
he lies to the people close to him all the fucking time.
Well, he does it to protect them.
See, I'm doing that to protect me. To do that. You should do that to protect me, Johnny, because you're my Superman.
Well, I don't know. In Superman 2, Lois Lane found out that he was Clark Kent.
You're my Bizarro.
And where was she in Part 3? Barely even in the movie. So maybe there is something to it.
See? Well, we had Muriel Hemingway, sir. I mean...
Well, what were you going to say, Raven Shadow?
No, Monster Zero fucked it up for me.
Forget?
No, taking it back to Requiem for a Dream. I had seen it once. I was in a bad mood. The Maru wasn't home that night. It was during the
boy. You were in a bad mood to start?
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to watch. It's kind of like when you want to put like a sad sack music on.
Oh, so you knew it was sad.
Yeah, I didn't see it before. I knew there was some kind of crazy, denouement, which is French for double-ended. But I knew it was kind of crazy and about drugs. So all right, I'm down with at least some of that. Yeah, I really didn't help my mood that day. I was definitely in a worse mood by the time it was over. So I've only seen it once. So I guess where I was going was, I forgot Shooter McGavin was in that.
That was a long way to get there.
Dude, you could have just said.
No, well.
Well, how'd you feel after watching it?
I took a shower.
Yeah.
Twice.
How many times have you seen that movie?
Only once. I've only seen it once.
Which movie?
Requiem.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really have to watch it like if the boy's over. Come on, bro. We're not looking for a dream, dude. Pound some Coronas.
Pound some Coronas.
That's a heavy movie to take in.
Yeah.
I think it's good for watch every once every year. I think. Yeah. Well, I'm not saying it's a Saturday night special or anything like that. Maybe once a year. I think it's been about maybe a year and a half since I've seen it.
I do have the audiobook though, and I enjoy that.
The audiobook?
Who does the audiobook?
No, that'd be awesome though, right? We should do that. I made that up.
An audiobook? Yeah. No, wait. You made what up?
The audiobook.
That we should do an audiobook, or
Fuck,
there is an audiobook.
No, sorry, I'm gonna slow it down. I was making a joke when I said I have the audiobook version of Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, that was a joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
I listen to it while I sleep.
Who should read an audiobook of Requiem for a Dream?
Ooh.
Somebody from the cast? Maybe Christopher McDonald.
That'd be pretty great, actually.
Ellen Bernstein?
No.
All coked up?
It's bursting.
Bursting? Yeah.
Somebody who's...
She's bursting at the seams.
Done a lot of drugs. Artie Lang.
Oh, my God.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes.
Artie Lang. He'd be shooting up as he was reading it.
So last night, guys, I went and saw a new movie. It just came out today, actually.
Oh, it's one of two, I bet.
Guess.
Oh, it's not that one. It's fucking a smart
I'm willing
one.
to bet it's Midsommar because everyone's talking about it.
Yes, I went and saw Midsommar last night, and the 7 o'clock showing was like full up. So, I reserved tickets online for it, so I saw that it was like only the front row was available. So I ended up going to the 10:45. So I had a late night last night. Well, I guess I have a late night tonight too, but But yeah, went to go see the 10:45 last night of Midsummer, and it was really fucking good.
Yeah.
You guys will either love it or hate it. That's kind of. You still haven't seen Hereditary, MZ?
No, I haven't.
Obviously, you haven't either, Raven Shadow, because I know you don't watch movies that aren't.
But
for the
I
film.
have. It wasn't up until I think. I think it wasn't up until Wiley mentioned that she was going to go see it that she posted something on Facebook about her going to see it, and then she said something about Wicker Man comparisons, and I'm saying to myself, well, okay, because I didn't know what the movie was about. I had no clue. I wanted to go in completely, completely dry on that, and I still want to see it, but when I heard that there was like a Wicker Man comparison to it, I'm really intrigued, because the last movie that I saw that had a Wicker Man comparison to it was the Wicker Man remake.
No, we did like Kill List kind of did.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
But there was another one we did that we talked about the Wicker Man. What was that? Was it Hagazusa? But
yes.
That wasn't really like the Wicker Man. But I thought there was another one we talked about.
And I loved Hagazusa.
Yeah. So, I really dug it, and I think you guys should see Hereditary. I know some people are lukewarm on. So the director is Ari Aster, and some people are kind of like, you're gonna love him or hate him. He's got an interesting style. He's a little bit. I wouldn't say he's the same, but there's kind of a weird like undertone to his films, almost like Yorgos Lanthimos, who did Killing of a Sacred Deer. You know how that film was very kind of Kubrickian?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And creates its own kind of universe. It's similar in a way. I'm not comparing the two directors, and I don't want to compare the two, but there are some similarities in terms of how they build their worlds, and I think it's really good. I don't want to say too much because we may eventually review it. I don't know, because I think it's there's a lot to unpack, and there's some deep themes going on in there. So, but on the surface, it works really well. So yeah, I'd recommend it. So that I got to see that last night, and you guys excited for Stranger Things 3 dropping in just 2.5 hours from right now?
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
I'll probably be binging that all day tomorrow.
How about you, Raven Shaw? Did you see the first two?
No.
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 Yes.
Well, did you watch it? No.
Yeah, no, but I hear it's very good.
Good. Yeah, good. All right.
You know, I was gonna try to
Do you
watch
have
it.
Netflix?
Yeah, man.
Why don't you watch it?
I'm fucking watching what's fucking.
You're trying to watch Daredevil season 1 still, right?
I know. I finally finished season 3.
Yep.
And it was fucking dope. It was really, really fucking good. And it ended. It ended, but it definitely could have kept going. I really thoroughly enjoyed that show. So now I got to finish Punisher season 1, Cage 2, and Iron Fist 2.
Well, they're all canceled.
Well, yeah, but they still exist. They're still
Yes.
in the world. I don't know, really canceled is the word, as it was kind of just stopped.
Well, yeah, because Disney's doing its own streaming thing, so I think that's why.
And Netflix was kind of like, "Fuck you."
Although, speaking of streaming and comic books,
I
did you
know.
see apparently there's a deal to bring Sandman, the Neil Gaiman Sandman, to Netflix in a big budget series.
That's pretty crazy. Definitely mixed feelings about that. Preacher's my book, and Sandman was Tron's number one.
Yeah.
So I know we've talked about it over the years, and there have been so many bad attempts at trying to merge, to bring this to the screen, especially back in the bad old days. Like even before like Blade came out, like fucking for years.
Yeah.
And they were gonna merge, like the Corinthian was gonna be some weird hybrid character. Like it was just gonna be a fucking shit show.
Yeah. Well, and then there was the Joseph Gordon-Levitt one like 4 years ago. Like
Right.
there seemed to be a lot of steam behind that, where he was going to direct and star, and then that didn't happen. He left the project for creative differences, and So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It's. I think TV is the way to do it, though. Like a film, I just don't think you could do it as a film.
No, exactly. And I had the luxury. I remember I borrowed the entire collection from Tron years ago, 20 years ago, and I pretty much read them over the course of a week.
Yep.
So it was awesome.
Yep.
And loved it. I'd love to reread it again. But I think a TV show is definitely the way to go. Now is the time, more than it was ever before.
For sure,
with the content and the attention to detail. I almost think it'd be better served as like animated. And here's why.
Okay.
Here's why.
Lay it on me.
Because not only of the storytelling, what they put on the page and whatnot, but also how so many of the arcs have different artists. You get Michael Zulli, you get Craig P. Russell,
yeah.
You get Sam Keith in the first trade, and so much of that is
style has a lot to do with
the tale too, like the Arabian Nights issue, or fucking the final one, was it the Wake with Daniel? I mean, that's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, or even, and I know it was a separate thing, but even I can't remember the artist's name, but the Japanese Sandman.
Yeah, but butcher it. But that was super rad, right?
Yeah. But
Shuri, or is it Y something?
I have the painting like in my place. You
do.
So there's a lot of interpretation. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not a huge Sandman mark. I haven't even read all the issues. I've read a good portion of them, but not all of them. It's an amazing book, but I'm super interested to see what they do with it.
I did just start watching Good Omens.
Oh, you did, yeah?
I did, yeah.
What do you think?
It's pretty fun.
It's one of those ones that it's just on, like, I'm still looking forward to American Gods, which I have, and I haven't watched yet. So all these others, like, just so much out there. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't know how anyone can keep up with all the good genre stuff,
That's the thing, yeah. I mean, I have so much awesome things that I've not watched yet.
Speaking of, I guess it's sort of related because it's a TV show, but also comic book, Walking Dead. Like, without much fanfare.
That's fucking crazy.
It's just fucking done now, the comic.
It's funny, we were talking at the shop on Monday, and someone made a comment, something how it came up, and it was like, all right, no spoilers, man. What are you talking about? And kind of did like, Walking Dead's last issue is going to be Wednesday. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Really?
But what a crazy work that it seemed like Kirkman put over. I mean, the fact that it didn't really, I mean, we at least knew, I think, well, rumors might have happened, but maybe the comic shop community knew more. But to keep that a secret is kind of outrageous because they even solicited the next 2 issues.
Which is crazy.
And with cover art.
Yeah.
So, and I'm so behind on Walking Dead. I'm actually at now where the show is in my trade reading.
Yeah.
So I still have a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fast reads. I mean, they fucking...
Sure.
They're not fucking like Lord of the Rings. But I got to read those. But, I guess it happened. It sold out. I got to the shop.
I bet. I'm sure, yeah.
And it was a pretty thick book. I mean, it was... I don't know, how thick is that? What's that?
I don't know. Let me pull down my pants.
All right, what's that?
So about 3/4 of
So
an
it's an
inch.
ash can. No, you got big balls, though.
Yeah, it makes up for it.
People enjoy that. But, it was a thick book, and it sold out. Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like crazy because you can't really do that in this day and age. But so, like you said, they had to work the audience to make it happen, and it just kind of was like, oh, that's it.
And not even like, final issue on the cover.
Right. You think that they would make it a big deal.
Yeah, it just was, I don't know. So I don't know if I mean, the book's been going on, I want to say. Am I right? Could it be? It can't be 15 years, can it?
Yeah, no, it can be.
Is it really? Yeah, it would be. And I've been reading the trades for quite some time, and every time you think, okay, they probably should wrap it up soon, they would always introduce an element that I was like, okay, I see where they're going. And while I am, like I said, maybe 4 trades behind.
16 years, by the way.
16, really?
Yeah, 2003 came out.
Interesting. And that's huge. So, I mean, part of me wants to think, well, I've had my balls busted for it. I think they want to end the series proper before the television show ends, which I think makes sense. And I mean, as the TV show is getting up there. And I actually enjoyed the show more the second half this season.
I haven't watched it in like 4 seasons.
Yeah, it's been
It totally
a while.
lost me.
I still watch it, and you know, it was kind of the opposite of what the show does actually. When they were overly hyping, it's Rick's final episodes. You know, 6 left with Rick. You know, it's like way to kill the fucking momentum, dude. You know, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, I know.
Wouldn't it be more of a punch or a pop if a character dies and you don't know what's happening?
Yeah, like every other character on that show died without any fanfare beforehand.
Right.
But Andrew Lincoln's character dies, and all hell breaks loose.
Well, I'm sure numbers were down, so they probably had to do that.
And let's just say Rick's not on the show anymore.
Yeah, didn't they do a time jump?
They did do a time jump, but well, I mean, spin out. Is that a fucking spoiler?
It was like seasons ago.
No, it was this season. It was right. It was right before the break. So it would have been, the show starts in like October. So it would have been like the January or the December.
Yep.
November, December episode. And I mean, can I say it? Is that a fucking spoiler?
No, go for it.
Rick didn't die. The team thinks he died. There was an explosion on a bridge, and it was actually a great episode because everything about it was, this is where it's going to happen. You know, it was very poignant. He was very, you know, heroic. The gunfighter, riding his last ride, you know, blazing saddles, you know, kind of stuff. But basically a bomb goes off. He's presumed dead by everybody, and he's actually captured and flown away like in a helicopter. But nobody knows that. And like Daryl's like, I've been looking for 2 months. He's out there. I'm going to find him.
Cool!
Yeah.
God, I just want
Were they
that
saying Rick? Were they
I
yelling for Rick?
I just want that show to disappear.
Should we call you Rick or Mr. Dick?
Ooh. Rick's
Mr.
fine.
Dick.
Mr. Dick. Yeah, always Mr. Dick. That's it. You have an option to be called anything. Always
Actually,
Mr. Dick.
that would be a character in Deep Murder, the movie we're going to review.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's something. We'll discuss that, motherfucker. But yeah, and the show is pretty accurate to where they are in the books. The only exception is that Carl and Rick aren't around right now. It did finish strong, but now they're saying that Michonne's going to leave the show. I don't know the character's name. But why? Don't fucking announce it. Let it be a fucking surprise. Let it be fucking drama.
Well, they're probably trying to get out ahead of the ratings and stuff.
Maybe. I mean, it was a juggernaut, and I think it still does well. I mean, obviously there's backlash. But then I heard that there might be a 3rd Walking Dead show being created.
Come on.
I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me. But someone was talking about that at the shop today.
Oh, God damn it.
It's a lot of fucking
Really?
problems.
I mean, come on. I mean, everyone's talking about the numbers for, you know, The Walking Dead. What about the numbers for Fear the Walking Dead? I can't imagine them being any better.
Oh, I can't imagine they're better, but
I've heard some people say they like that better. For me,
because it doesn't rely on the continuity.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I watched probably the first 2 episodes, and it just didn't hook me enough.
Yeah, it didn't do anything for me either.
But I like the show, but I also I'm a fan of the comic, so I'm had that already going into it. You know what I mean?
And I think the reason I knew it was the last one is because Slagoth, and he's hanging out in the chat room right now. So I think that's how I found out, was just him posting on social media about it. So
yeah.
And Mars is in the chat room.
Yeah.
He says, Kirkman is obsessed with trying to engineer an actual surprise. I think it's great, but it really hurt his last book, Die. So, yeah, I mean, in this day and age, it's difficult to surprise people, and with the in the internet age. So I applaud him for trying.
Yeah.
It is weird. You'd think that he'd want to get out ahead of it and leave 6 months till the final issue, or something like that, where they build up to it like they do with the TV show. But yeah, I guess that's the way he wanted to do it, and I think it's cool that he was able to do it. I don't know how successful. Obviously, it's sold out, so it's successful. But I don't know if people would have preferred to have seen it coming.
But I think. I mean, what we're talking about, I would much rather be surprised. So it's not it's not like it was canceled because it wasn't selling.
Right.
You know what I mean? When maybe you want to hype it up, to buy the last few.
All right, so the show. I mean, even though with the dismal numbers that the show has been generating, it didn't hurt any of the sales of the print version.
Not to my knowledge.
I wouldn't say so, because if anything, it probably brought more in.
It did, but
that would be true in the
so
beginning.
even if that fell off, it probably was still really high for a comic.
Okay, because I would think that would be true in the beginning, like the early popularity of The Walking Dead is what would cause a huge influx of sales of the print version.
From my experience, The Walking Dead TV show was the only time you've seen real traffic of real people coming in the shop looking for the comic.
Really?
Nothing.
So not the Marvel movies necessarily.
No, Iron Man 1, no one came in and bought Iron Man.
Yeah.
Didn't give a fuck. We talked about it before. When the Watchmen trailer came out for Dark Knight, people bought Watchmen trades, then stopped. That was a good couple of months.
The first 4 seasons of The Walking Dead is so good. It really is. It's incredible what it turned into. I mean, I haven't seen it in like 3 seasons, 4 seasons. I think I stopped on halfway through season 6, and
go ahead. Sorry.
And it's in that it's incredible how in such a short period of time, the show can be incredible, well acted, awesome zombies. Named directors who love the genre, who love the subgenre of zombies, and have it turn into this abysmal mess.
I don't know, abysmal mess.
I mean, some people still dug it, so but
oh yeah, I mean, otherwise it still wouldn't be on, and they still wouldn't be talking about how it's going to be on for another 10 years.
But I think it was right in that steep incline of quality and output of television. Like, I don't remember when the show came out, but it had to have been around the same time as Game of Thrones. So those two shows really skyrocketed television to another atmosphere, because it was appointment viewing. People would get together and have watch parties. I saw one of I can't remember which one, but I saw one of the season debuts of Walking Dead in a movie theater. Like, it may have been season 3 or something like that. I don't remember, but they debuted it at the same time in a theater. Like, that doesn't happen for too many shows,
And there are some shows like you're talking about, like with the new era of television, where you'd be, I'm tired, but if I don't watch this now, I got to go to work tomorrow, and they'll be talking about it.
Right.
Or
and I had to do that with Game of Thrones, even just because I knew people were going to fucking talk about it, and I didn't want to get anything spoiled.
Right.
So Game of Thrones was 2011. I'll look up Walking Dead.
That came out in 2010, I think.
Okay, so it just preceded it.
I think
2010.
earlier.
You're right. Yeah, it was Halloween 2010. So it did precede it by a little bit.
But it was so
But
good.
those were 2 high quality shows that really took television to just another level.
Oh, absolutely. And I will say this, though. I'll say my biggest criticism with the show is when smart characters do stupid things consistently. In terms of just bad fucking decision-making processes. Like, they're just, what the fuck are you doing? You guys have been in this for so long. You're the shit kickers. Why are you being fucking dumb? It's almost like they shoot themselves in the foot. But,
yeah, I could see that.
But and Rick has it way easier in the fucking show than he did in the fucking comics. For damn fucking sure.
Yeah, even from what I read of the comics, I agree with that. Yeah,
he has all his fucking limbs. He has there's no Daryl in the books.
Well, he did lose his hand though, didn't he?
Not in the, at least not yet in the comic that I read. I'm sorry, not in the
TV
not
show?
on the TV show. No,
Oh, okay.
no.
I guess I'm thinking of the comic. Okay.
Yeah, no, they've other characters do it, so they've had like nods,
Yeah.
references to it. But once again, it's probably time to kind of wrap things up a little bit. But I don't know where, since I'm kind of where they are in the show, I'm not sure where the book goes from here.
Yeah.
So I got to read it myself.
Well, speaking of, you mentioned Watchmen earlier. Like, obviously, there's now going to be a Watchmen show on HBO soon.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I'm curious to see where they take it. I don't think it's going to be another phenomenon like Walking Dead or Game of Thrones, but I'm hoping they put out some quality stuff. And we talked about Sandman, obviously. So,
it's like a weird reimagining.
There's some good, and I think it takes place after the. Well, actually, I don't even know. From what I saw from the trailer, it looks like it takes place after the events of the trade. But who knows? Maybe they're doing a different timeline. Maybe it's different characters. I don't know.
Yeah, but it looks like Ozymandias, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think Jeremy Irons is Ozymandias, and he's older. So.
Yeah, but didn't he fucking? Spoiler alert: the book came out in 85.
Well, yeah. True. Yeah. So different timeline, different events. And as far as I know, I don't believe Rorschach, the original Rorschach, is in it. There are Rorschachs Kind of like Horseshack. Imagine a fucking gang of Horseshacks.
Ooh.
He's
More
got a
beans.
tight little afro on him.
Do that, HBO. You want to be fucking daring?
Horseshack.
Come on, get some fucking balls.
Horseshack test.
Yeah, put your mouth where our money is. Horseshack test.
That's good. I like that.
Got some potential.
Yeah.
No, I started watching I watched the pilot of this, and then I forgot the DVR. It was Krypton,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
On
yeah.
the
On
sci-fi?
sci-fi. Yeah.
and now I love fucking Superman.
Whoa! What?
Whoa! Does Lois know about this?
Yeah.
Can you edit this, Johnny?
You love fucking Superman.
Listen,
Okay.
Wow.
Because he's fucking gentle, okay? And he lifts me up, metaphorically.
Gets hard in your mouth and breaks your
literally.
teeth.
That's fucking crass, sir. Superman's fucking bottom, and you fucking know that. No. I'm just having fun with you. No. I fucking really enjoy the Man of Steel character.
Yes, we know that.
Thank you.
You're a Clark sucker, as we say.
All right, well, that's fair. But as much as I love fucking damn it. You fucking, see?
Wait, who do you love fucking more, Superman or Clark?
They're the same guy. Well, Clark's the real person, and Superman's the actor.
Ooh, you like when he's out of his costume better?
Ooh, yeah. Say up and away. baby. I like that. Show me a big key. This is where it takes a fucking turn, Johnny. This is the show I do at my house by myself. But I really don't give a rat's about his Kryptonian backstory for the most part. I like what John Byrne did,
Yeah.
but I don't like all the fucking Flash Gordon shit. And what the show is, if you don't know of it, it's pretty much like not even about Jor-El as a kid, but it's like Jor-El's like granddad.
Oh, geez, so it goes way back?
Yeah, it's either Jor-El's father or his grandfather, but it's like
His grandpappy?
his grandpappy. And it's fucking weird. So shit's all going on. So Adam Strange, the Earth hero Adam Strange, does his he goes back in time, and whatever's happening is this not an heir. What do you call it? A predecessor of
Yes.
of Clark. Is whatever is going on is going to fuck up the birth of Kal-El. So Adam Strange goes back in time and trying to figure it. So it's very almost like Kryptonian kind of Game of Thrones. There's all these different factions. Somehow there is a General Zod in it. He's brought back. Brainiac's in it. But here's the Kappa, is season 2 is bringing in Lobo.
I did see that. Yeah.
And so I started watching the episode 1 of season 2, and the Bo is only in it for like 10 fucking minutes.
The bow.
The Bo.
Yeah.
But he looked fucking cool. So
I thought he looked cool.
So yeah, and they dropped the S-bombs too over there. They're cussing all over sci-fi. So I'm gonna watch it mostly for the Bo, but he looks fucking good, right? For made for TV Lobo. He says frag. He says he calls himself the main man.
Yeah, looks pretty good, right? That's the
Yeah,
one?
that's him, right?
Yeah.
Not bad for fucking cable network. So I'm into it. I fucking damn it, Johnny.
What?
I love fucking Lobo. Oh, is that him?
Maybe? I don't know.
What are you, a lobosexual?
That's pretty good. I love the main man. Even Brainiac looks really cool.
Yeah.
So I fast forward some of the other fucking Kryptonian shit and just go to the Bo.
You fast forward.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right. Well, that's our TV discussion, I guess.
Yeah.
So let's see. Was there something else we're going to mention? Oh, one thing I do want to mention, just so we can get out ahead of it. This is episode 362. On episode 365, that is our 7-year anniversary show, and it'll be on Wednesday, July 24th.
Wow.
So it's coming up in 3 weeks, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 3 weeks. So if any of you guys want to, we're still working out the details. We'll try to figure out what we're going to do for it. But if any of you guys want to get in any voicemail now for it, you guys could send it in podcast@trickortreatradio.com. Hopefully we're going to have some guests. Hopefully we're going to have a big party. And I don't know exactly what we're doing, but we will let you guys know as soon as we know. But please go ahead and send in any feedback you want about the anniversary about anything, and then we'll maybe have some more, sort of directed feedback as we get a little closer. But just kind of put it on everyone's radar. So.
And that's the 24th, right?
Yep, 7
Nice.
fucking years.
I'm fucking off that next day, so we're gonna fucking party.
You gonna get toe up?
Oh,
From
toe
the
up on
floor?
the floor up drinking syrup. I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna have Aries drive me home again.
Evil Corny says, "Thanks for wearing sleeves this week, MZ."
Oh yeah, hey, no problem.
You gonna take it off?
Oh,
no,
yeah!
no! Oh
Wow.
God!
Wow.
Oh God!
It's
Look at those sidewinders.
It's so crazy, man. I've seen your back tattoo so many times.
Yeah.
But every time you take it off, it's like I'm fucking just seeing it again, and it fucking tears me fucking apart.
For the first time.
For the first time, yeah. It is so horrifying.
Oh shit! Steven Van Sampson commented on Facebook and says, "I just want to say hi to Michael Ravenshadow and no one else."
Thank you, Steve Van Sampson. Big up Rough Housing.
Oh,
Rough housing.
Yeah.
rough housing.
Rough housing.
Yeah, he's
I
very
fucking
rough.
love rough housing.
Yeah. Rough Housing.
Was it Rough Housing Publish?
Yeah, it's a German beer, Rough Housing.
Roughenhausen.
Yeah.
Rauffenhausen.
I'm gonna give that dude a smooch too.
Smooch and a kiss.
Yeah.
2 taps and a twist.
Yeah, I got so much Rough House over my house right now. It's crazy.
What do you mean you have so much?
Well, I bought Steve's book. I got some of the gear, and then
MC, you're gonna
my
people are
lady-
gonna tune
Oh
out.
my God, we are gonna get your nipples.
People are gonna
you have
tune out.
boobs.
That is disgusting.
I'm putting my shirt back on.
You need to do something. You need to hit the gym. We're
Jabba, you will give Captain Solo and his friends to me. Otherwise, you can profit from this, or you will die.
You made Corny turn his fucking projector off. You
Yeah,
asshole.
Corny. There you go.
Steven Van Sampson says, "I'll fucking roughhouse you mook."
He's talking about Montezero.
No,
right?
he's not
talking to
talking to
you.
me, man. He's
No,
talking to
no.
you.
We got even when I was recovering, my lady brought over Dead World, so we got a whole bunch of stuff, and we have the books, and it's very exciting. It's been a lot of just roughhousing over my joint. lately.
Oh, Ruffenhausen.
Oh, it's been nice. Jawohl.
Oh, Gail from the Scream Sisters popped in and said, "Hi guys, is there a mill strip? Is there a mill strip show in here? No, that was completely unintentional.
Yes.
We are sorry, and I'm sorry. I'm surprised we didn't lose all our viewers from that.
It's true. We may get dinged.
You look way better with a shirt on, MC.
Yeah, oh my God.
You need to do something about that,
Fuck off.
what, dude? You're looking a little rough. You look like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, to touch
But
his
I still-
stomach.
But I still got awesome legs.
What are you fucking second coming of Mars over here?
I got awesome legs and big balls.
That's right.
That's
I'm
all.
awesome from the waist down.
Wow.
Everything from the waist up, I'm a disaster.
How about that?
I don't know. I think you got cankles going on.
No, wrong. I got no fat on me on my legs at all. None.
Let's see those gams.
Just take them off.
Yeah,
Come on.
put him up. Let's
Come
see.
on, it's 4th of July.
Oh, he can't raise his leg.
I can't. Dick.
Oh my God. Yeah.
There's a little extra going on there.
No, there isn't. All right. So they're not Arnold Schwarzenegger legs, but what the fuck do you want? There's no fat. I didn't say there was muscle. There is muscle in there, but there's no fat. Look at that. Prime beef, baby.
These fucking gams. Prime beef. Come on, Ram Shadow.
There's a lot of beef there.
Let's see the chicken legs.
Oh, I'm not wearing my slacks. I'm wearing my dungarees.
Oh man, I just got a nice breeze from the fucking AC. You were hogging it all. Look at those fucking things. Look at those things.
Look how hairy his knees are.
yeah.
They're not that hairy.
Bullshit.
Listen, you're so fucking smooth that 5 o'clock shadows.
Hey,
a fucking
aim that
Wookiee
fucking
brain.
air conditioner this way, huh?
Oh, I like that. No, keep it right there.
sucks.
You moved it right at me.
No.
Now aim it towards me so I could feel it.
All right. How's that feel? Does that feel better?
I can't believe
Oh, that feels
it's
good.
it's fucking summer and you're wearing boots
I wear fucking boots. That's what I wear
all the time
all the time.
with shorts.
I don't wear shorts
Why?
because no one needs
Because
to
those
see
legs.
that. I'd say
It's a driving risk.
press rewind, and you'll see why for that answer. Bing. No, I don't like shorts. Even Robin wears pants. You know what I'm saying? But
well,
no,
he wears shorts over the pants.
He does. I do. I
You could do
do.
that.
I do wear a bathing suit over my my dungarees when I go swimming at my mom's house.
Dungarees.
But no, yeah, very
Who the
rarely.
hell says dungarees anymore?
You wear dungarees?
I wear jeans. I don't wear dungarees.
Oh, you do.
This isn't 1983 anymore. You know, we don't wear dungarees.
No, with jeans.
Oh shit! Slagoth says July 24th is his birthday. He's gonna be 45.
Oh, happy
God
birthday!
damn.
So
early.
7-year anniversary of Trick or Treat Radio and
45th.
Slagoth's 45th.
Yeah, 45th anniversary of his birth.
That's awesome.
Damn, dude.
Good for you.
Slagoth says you look like George Animal Steel.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, me.
I don't have
Got
hair
green-
all over my
you got
body.
green
Look
tongue?
at him. You want somebody with hair all over his body? You look at Raven Shadow. He looks like a goddamn monkey.
Wow.
And so Slagoth says he almost cried reading Walking Dead 193. And Corey's hanging out from Movie Massacre. And he says, me too, but I ain't almost cry. I'm too broken to shed tears. So cool. We got some people hanging out. And
Hiding like little corners little was that a GIF?
yeah, well, I think that's when everyone was showing off. So, all right, we'll wrap this up. We'll head to the intermission in just a little bit. But if you guys want to help support the show, there's a few ways you can do so. The biggest and most important way is to head to our Patreon. Patreon.com/trickortreatradio. And we just released our Patreon exclusive episode number 2. And on that, you can hear our coverage at Scaricon. It's about an hour, so it's a little bit longer than the last episode. And we recorded a few different segments over the course of the weekend. I did a quick little intro and outro just to kind of set it up. And I also included the entirety of the long form award when they announced all the nominees, and then us winning, and the little speech I gave afterwards. And I thought we were going to win the next one, so I was going to call you guys up for the next one, but we didn't. So
That'd have been
I
cool.
didn't
You know
call
what?
you
I
guys
was.
up.
You know, because the Dorkening posted the actual awards
Yeah.
show on their site.
Yeah.
And I watched it, and there was something that I kind of noticed that was a little odd. That the what was it? The Mafia Horror
Mafia.
Horror Mafia.
Yeah.
The Horror Mafia. I want to get them right. The Horror Mafia podcast. They're up for best overall, and also
They're up for 3, I think.
Well, what threw me is that what they were up for. They were up for best overall and the one that 3 guys that like horror won.
The honorable mention.
Honorable mention. And it's like, well, how can you be up for both? I thought that was a little odd.
I don't know. Who knows? It's the first annual. So
Yeah,
maybe there's
yeah. I mean, there's some kinks to be working out in there, but
some kinks,
kinks.
like Ray Davies.
Yeah.
Yes, but no, I liked the little that inclusion was cool, and also made me remember there was talk about the over $1,000 in prizes.
I think that might have been just for the.
I thought it was for the grand prize winner. The best
Oh,
overall.
really?
best
Yeah.
overall.
Oh, okay.
I think so. I don't know, but yeah. So Patreon.com/trickortreatradio, and you can get in for as little as $2. And if you guys want to hear the special audio, that's a cool $5. Don't buy a fucking coffee one day out of the month, and there you go, right?
That's right.
Or a fucking donut. You don't need that donut.
Scone.
Don't eat that. Don't eat that scone. Give it to us. Give us that money, and then it helps keeps the show going because we have a lot of overhead with the hosting for the podcast, the website hosting, all the other fees associated, all the equipment that we have here, and everything. So, if you guys want to help out, Patreon.com/trickortreatradio, and every little bit helps. Also, another way that you can help support the show is, most people shop on Amazon anyways. So if you're going to shop on Amazon, head over to trickortreatradio.com, click on the Amazon logo, and then everything, bring it right to Amazon, input our affiliate link. Everything you purchase in that session gets attributed to us. Doesn't cost them any extra, Michael Raven Shadow.
But it's another way to help keep the lights on.
That's right. So if you guys want to help keep the lights on, I can't talk. If you guys want to help keep the lights on, then go ahead. Help support us either way. And we also have some stuff on our website, trickortreatradio.com. Click on the store. And from there, we got some digital content, the greatest hits of Trick or Treat Radio volumes 1 through 3. We'll get some other goodies as well. So feel free to jump on that and help support. Every little bit helps, and it helps keep us doing this. And we also have, it's taking longer to edit because video obviously takes longer than audio for me. But I got the audio episode up. I will be working on the video episode, and it's completely different from the audio. So if you guys want the video content, that is the next tier up. That's $10 a month. So if you guys want video content, we'll be releasing an exclusive video for our time at ScareCon. We recorded some stuff, so it's completely different from the audio. So if you guys want to get in on that, you can also look at that. So any support you guys can give would be most appreciated. Now, so we get ready to head to an intermission. Raven Shadow's favorite part of the show because he gets to go smoke.
Yes.
So Raven Shadow,
Yes.
you sit down to watch Deep Murder. What do you do to prepare for this fucking movie?
Oh man, I was
Did you go deep undercover?
I went deep undercover. Yeah, it was I was actually I was just alone, kind of lonely, hanging out with Ollie. I had to talk to my financial advisor, Smoking Thai Salmon, about some new initiatives. Then a nice phone call with a lady, chatted up a little bit, and I was getting ready to go to bed because I was tired. I had a couple of beers. I'm gonna go to bed, and she says to me, "So what's the movie for tonight?" And I said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna watch the movie because it's Tuesday," and I almost went to bed and forgot about it. So I said, "Thank you for reminding me," and then I frantically had to get ready to watch because I was passing out, and the end was nigh, and so was I.
Sound like Christopher Walken right now with the
Yes.
yeah.
It's one mouse ran on the cheese, hit it one place I could, his ass. I don't do walking, so I strapped on.
You sure?
I was no.
You don't sound very convinced.
Try it again.
Because this movie, you could have strapped on with this movie.
That's right, John. That's right, because I'm thinking about Shooter McGavin, shooting the straight shooter. I'm thinking about Jerry O'Connell, who gets the mad ladies. So thinking about that got me aroused.
And then
I strapped on.
The following message is a paid advertisement for the Cult of Muscle podcast. The Cult of Muscle. You're either in it or you're dead.
It's the dawning of a new age. The halls of Valhalla have been shuttered. The heroes of yore have either retreated to the shadows or taken to capering for the amusement of the small folk, their past glories a distant memory. The barbells have been torn from their once puma-strong grips, the beards shorn from their square jaws, only to be transplanted onto flannel-clad, puny weaklings with fingers barely powerful enough to strum a ukulele. The time has come, my brothers, to restore order from the chaos. No longer will our heroes be forgotten. No longer will their great deeds be viewed through a foggy lens of irony. Hear now our rallying cry as we scream it from the mountaintops, as we bellow it from iTunes and Libsyn and Facebook. It's time to join the cult, my brothers. So don your cloaks and enter the Cult of Muscle.
This is Matt Kennedy of Astron 6. You might know me as Manborg. You might know me as Father John Sullivan in Father's Day. But what's important right now is that you're listening to Trick or Treat Radio.
Oh, delicious nerds. Ms. M knows you like to chat it up with other sexy shut-ins about comics, movies, video games, and your favorite TV shows. If that sounds like you, cuddle up to the Trick or Treat Radio Facebook group, or the FIB. That stands for Fan Interaction Board. Just go to Facebook and search for Trick or Treat Radio and have more fun than a Jedi at a lightsaber sale. Not enough? Watch us on YouTube, The Deadites TV, all one word. Last but not least, check out the world's most dangerous talk radio show, Trick or Treat Radio, at trickortreatradio.com.
I can tell you I'm never coming back on this show. Especially now that I did that thing that you just didn't do. Which I will be sending you an invoice for.
back on Trick or Treat Radio.
All right. Damn, that was a fast break.
It actually wasn't. It was a normal break,
Was
but
it?
Raven Shadow kept coming back because he kept forgetting shit. He was like, oh, shit, forgot this.
Yeah.
So he literally just went on break just now.
So we will be seeing him
Son
for
of a
about
bitch.
another 5 minutes.
All right, so we'll set up the movie.
All right.
We're going to be talking about Deep Murder. This is a horror comedy.
Yeah, but first.
Oh, you have an announcement?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks for that. So, anyway, this past Sunday, I was out doing, well, let's just say I, talking with somebody. And, actually, well, I'll just cut right to the chase. This past Sunday, I was on another podcast.
You two-timing motherfucker.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. I was moonlighting.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. So this past Sunday, I found myself on Tales from the
You
Podcast.
found yourself?
On Tales from
like
the Podcast.
You just wandered into another podcast?
This is weird. Why am I here?
on Tales from the Podcast.
It's like that. It's
just-
like that John Travolta from Pulp Fiction meme.
Yeah. Can I continue, please?
Yes, please, yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to be on Tales from the Podcast. We recorded this past Sunday. And, of course, Justin's... this is Justin Basel's...
JB.
JB. His podcast that's dedicated all Tales from the Crypt. So... he was listening to our show last week, and
we're sorry.
And he caught on to me talking about how much I love Tales from the Crypt 1972.
Oh yeah,
from the Amicus series.
Yep.
And he gets a hold of me. He's like,
he snatched you up,
dude. I can't believe you actually like Tales from the Crypt. And I'm like, dude, I love Tales from the Crypt 1972. Love it, love it, love it. He goes, good. You want to be on the show? I go, fuck yeah. So I say, let's do it. And he go, we planned out a time. So it was this past Sunday, and we spoke for about a good 2.5 hours. And I don't know when the episode is going to drop, but as soon as I hear, I will let you know.
Nice.
But
so you talked about the movie?
We talked about the movie,
cool.
All 5 stories, the wraparound. It was a really good discussion.
So did you do a rewatch and prep? Or
I
have
did.
you seen it recently?
I mean, I know the movie in and out, but little nuances and things like that. I just wanted to make sure I caught up on, or in case I might have forgotten. But I didn't really need it, but I did it anyway, just to be on the safe side.
Yep.
So it was a great time, and JB's a cool dude, and he has a great show going on, Tales from the Podcast. I highly suggest you listening to it if you're into Tales from the Crypt, Vault of Horror, all that stuff. The Crypt Keeper, the Witch, all them. Yeah. Definitely check it out. It's a damn decent podcast. I enjoyed it immensely, and I can't wait for the episode to drop so you can enjoy it too. So
there you go.
There's that.
That's a good segue to Monster Zero, because I believe my episode...
It's all about Raven Shadow.
It is now.
What about me? What about Raven Shadow?
Not really. My episode, episode 6 of season 1, should be dropping soon on the JB network. So it's very nice.
It's the JB.
Definitely JB.
JB.
We're not racist. But yeah, it's in.
So you're on episode 7 of Raven Shadow, was that right?
No, 6.
6. Oh, okay. So yeah, so 5 just was the most recent one on June 21st. So yeah, so it looks like you're coming out
pretty
let's
soon.
see.
It's like every 2 weeks. He's
Every
on every
2
2
weeks?
weeks.
Yeah, he does one every 2 weeks.
So you're coming out Friday.
Oh,
You got
Baba
double
Leo.
dose of Raven Shadow
my
on Friday.
Lord, very
Oh,
exciting.
God.
If some folks don't like
Make-
double dipping, but I do.
Set your noose up at the gallows now.
That's true.
Corny says that's a good film, and talking about the Tales from the Crypt one that
Goddamn
you're
right,
talking about
Corny.
from
Goddamn
the
right.
Amicus.
Yeah.
And actually got season 2, so we're in negotiations about another appearance.
What's your appearance fee?
I don't want to talk about it.
Carton.
But
A carton. I bet. Yeah, where's JB live? A carton's cheaper where he is. Maybe.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Maybe.
He lives near
Maybe.
RoboCop, I think.
Oh, okay, maybe you can negotiate something there.
Yeah, my price went up. There's some things going on right now.
Well, you're an award-winning podcaster
Thank
now.
you. So there's 2 things going on right now.
You deserve to be high in demand now.
I'm like fucking Shadow.
Oh, I see Raven Shadow salivating about future things.
Oh, I'm working through. Oh, you don't even fucking know, Johnny. I got some fucking plans. I've been talking with Oliver.
Oh, shit. All right, so we're going to talk about this movie. I started. Let me finish. Deep Murder. It is 85 minutes, horror comedy. It is directed by Nick Corey Rossi, and it is written by, let me get everyone here. There's a few people who wrote it. Quinn Beswick, Josh Margolin, Benjamin Smolin, Nikolai Von Keller. And it stars Christopher McDonald, Jessica Parker Kennedy, Jerry O'Connell, Katie Asselton, Chris Redd, Stephanie Drake, and Quinn Beswick. So one of the writers right there. And Josh Margolin. So right there, you got 2 of the writers who were in this. And the synopsis... This raunchy horror comedy delves deep into the story of a deranged killer as he slashes his way across a soft-core porno. Who will last the longest as the stiffs pile up and the killer plows through his victims? There's a lot of double entendres there, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder if your situation is going to dictate what you feel about this movie, Raven Shadow.
My situation?
Yeah,
What situation?
that you almost forgot about watching it, and then you had to cram it in.
Cram it in.
Oh, yeah. I had to cram it in, yeah. I had to... I watched the fucking movie.
Did you get yourself lubed up to watch this movie?
I was fucking planning on it, and then I watched the film.
Yep.
So all right.
Well, let's start off.
Yeah.
So the film starts. We get a nice disclaimer at the beginning.
All right, let me just jump in. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen. I'm gonna paraphrase. I'm gonna quote. Bill Hicks right here, where I'm gonna say, not to be Randy Pan the Goat Boy, but I've fucking seen some things. Okay.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
Shit that'll turn you white. I think Monster Zero can back me up on this because you're fucking really a fucking maniac about some of this shit. But I'm over 42 years old and I have an internet connection, so whatever the fuck. Okay.
Well, you know how
you're
to
really
work.
living the life. Huh?
You know how to work it, but
yeah, I'm saying, you know what I mean. I remember from the back in the day to now. So I've seen a couple things, and what it does is it definitely starts out with like a fucking. It even has like a fake Cinemax logo on the bottom when the movie first opens. And it's like it looks like it's almost shot on video. And it's like a porn scene. However, it's without any of the porn.
it's a softcore.
No, it's not even fucking softcore. This is fucking WB.
No, it's softcore.
There was only one.
Dude, if you think that's softcore, then you've never seen softcore.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it said Cinerax. It reminded me of the Cinemax thing.
Yeah, more like Disney Channel.
Because Cinemax is always called Skinemax.
Yeah.
Because of its
So this
late
pissed
night
you guys
program.
off that it wasn't actually enough nudity.
It was a little bit more
Enough
hardcore
nudity?
than Kids Incorporated.
Let's put it.
There wasn't any.
Let's
No.
put it. No.
There was
That's
one.
wrong.
That's full frontal.
There was full male, full frontal, which
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. There's more than enough nudity, but yet there wasn't enough.
Yeah.
And and the way it was shot in the beginning, it was really pissing me off.
Pissed me off too, right?
Because I was like, it was like a good maybe 5 or 6 minutes that I'm watching this, and every second felt like an eternity watching this because they're using it was. If anybody has ever seen the movie Conquest by Lucio Fulci, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like they smeared the camera lens with like Vaseline.
Yeah, it was actually.
It was just terrible. And I get what they were trying to do, but much like Wolfie, I think the people who made this movie obviously never seen a softcore porn film.
And let's throw it up there too. Like, I don't want to discuss this like, some arty-farty dude would discuss, Wedding Crashers and be like, or Police Academy, where their review is, oh, we're sophomoric and juvenile. Well, yeah, it's fucking Police Academy. That's what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? So I want to discuss this the way we would discuss, from Casablanca to whatever the fuck, based on what the film is. So I get it. They're going for a raunchy sex comedy murder, like a horror sex comedy.
It's played out to be a parody, and that's why a lot of things were so exaggerated. But also they were kind of exaggerated to the point where it just didn't make any sense. They
I disagree with that. I thought it made a lot of sense.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't. There was a lot of things in there that I just didn't.
Johnny enjoyed the subtext. So as it opens,
there was no
subtext.
Subtext.
There almost was tub sex.
There was almost tub sex. So I mean, essentially, it opens up. Picture a beautiful picture. Tony Stark's house in Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
When the Mandarin.
Yeah, in the California hills, a mansion.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful house right out of the set, and it has all like your porn archetypes are all there. There's the this is a term like the MILF term. There's the
babysitter,
the jock,
the
nerd,
the virgin, who's the same dude.
Yeah.
And then there's the cheating wife
with the husband's brother, and they kept saying,
yeah.
"Oh, I love the way you do it to me because you're my brother,
my husband's brother." Yeah.
Do it to me, brother-in-law. That kind of shit.
Well, that was, to me, that was just spoofing.
Oh, incorrect. Correct.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm not going to, although I do feel that when the doctor showed up.
The scientist.
The scientist, rather.
Oh, yeah.
The joke of Bonnie
Clit.
Bonnie Von Clit.
Bonnie Von Clit. If I heard
Bunny
Bonnie Von Clit one more
yeah.
fucking time, I would have fucking hijacked a MiG, okay?
Okay.
Throw a fucking 100-pound walrus through a fucking vocal booth.
Yeah, she said her name so many times you swear she was a professional wrestler.
And you couldn't even remember it.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. Bonnie Van I was thinking something worse.
Bunny.
Yeah, whatever.
There's no Bonnie Von Rotten, I'll tell you that much. Right?
Yeah!
Oh, my God.
You never seen Bonnie Rotten?
Come on.
I don't know what that is, no.
I'll show you.
All right.
Type that.
Is this something I would have seen on Skinemax?
Probably not.
Okay. So, basically the flick opens up. It's the first 5 or so minutes. It's made to look like a 90s direct-to-video. It's got the disclaimer at the beginning,
About the models being 18 plus.
Yeah. It's got like the
There's
whole
Bonnie
thing.
Rotten.
Okay. Oh, so she's an actress.
Yes.
Not anymore. She gave it up.
So she doesn't act anymore? Should I use that term loosely? I don't know. Actress?
I don't think she's an actress anymore. Like in any given sense.
Right.
All right. So...
Corny saw it too. Sorry, a weather scientist.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, thank you, Corny. Corny knows who fucking Bonnie Rotten is. Just fucking saying.
Oh, I can guarantee you he knows.
Jesus, you guys are just assuming.
He fucking knows.
He knows.
Maybe he's not into that
Don't
sort of thing.
fucking tell me. No, you have different interests. I like sci-fi. I like westerns.
Yes.
I like.
You like sci-fi westerns?
I like no, not really a lot of good ones, are there?
Cowboy versus aliens.
Once again, not a very good one. I like occasional rom-com and haunted house and anthologies. And I like other stuff too.
All right, so let's get to this movie.
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm trying to just talk about the fucking intro here, and you guys are just fucking cock blocking me here.
No.
So obviously they did this sort of old school 90s direct-to-video sort of thing where it you could see like almost like not tracking, but it was like skipping, and like MZ said, it definitely felt like there was fucking Vaseline like smeared across the lens. It had this very like old feel to it. And I thought it set a good scene because it was in the context of a film. They were essentially showing the first 5 minutes of one of these softcore porn films, or I wouldn't even call it porn, I guess, softcore. So, and then all of a sudden something happens, a character dies, and then it pulls out of the,
the movie and
the
into
movie
real
and,
life.
and it's kind of real life.
Yeah.
But the thing is, these characters, they're all. It's almost like they had their roles, and then all of a sudden now, like someone hit like cut, but they still were stuck in their roles because they're living out. They're basically in this movie, but then living out this murder through the characters that they're portraying.
Yeah.
You know, so the babysitter was still the babysitter, and she didn't know, like, after a while, she's like, "There's no kids here. Why am I babysitting?"
And I like that a lot. And
Yeah.
that is where I think this movie could have gotten interesting, or it's.
Well-
I'm almost thinking like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, maybe this is the swerve, like we talked about with the horror cinema or cinema
Nightmare Cinema.
Nightmare Cinema with the first short.
Yep.
The Thing in the Woods. And also, meanwhile, too, I'm jumping around, but there's also the backdrop is there's a big storm coming. So that's
Finger quotes, storm,
yeah,
yeah.
like
Hurricane.
the hurricane and the Empty Nest Golden Girls crossover was more
Yeah.
was more torrential. Thank you, Montezero.
Well, that's the thing is there wasn't actually a storm.
You're right. But they had like wind, right? Didn't they have like a wind? They showed. Like
No, it just was they were it because that was part of the plot initially. You know, like so that was the thing. There was no real storm, and you know, there's not a ton to spoil in this, but. You know, we won't talk about who the killer was because it's sort of, you know, it's kind of a whodunit for a little bit of who the killer was. But I thought it presented some interesting scenarios. And let me just be clear here. This isn't a smart film, guys. Like, this movie is what it is.
This movie looks like it was shot by a bunch of novices.
I disagree with that, actually. I thought it looked really good.
I thought it looked terrible.
Wow.
With a bunch of awkward, with the way they filmed these awkward close-ups and angles, it just
but that's
looked.
all for like the gimmick.
Yeah, but the gimmick might have worked for you. It didn't work for me.
Well, I didn't even say it worked, but I'm just saying like it's clearly all about a gimmick, you know.
And even though I'm going to jump ahead here, during the end credits, it shows that Christopher McDonald is one of the executive producers of this movie. So he obviously did this as a favor for somebody. He's too good of an actor to be in shit like this.
I thought his role was fun though.
Oh, he was. And I'm saying like he was in the wrong fucking movie because like he was being himself.
Yeah.
You know, for what he had to work with, he was on point. And he would do even like cool shit if you noticed it. And what's in mind? He's like, well, all this porn is going on. His character is like the dad, but he's always trying to like make money. Some kind of like
he's like some kind of broker or something where he's trying to make deals.
I mean, there were a couple of visual areas where I did chuckle out loud, like the part where the detective is talking with the group, and there's Christopher McDonald's character, and he's standing like in a dramatic pose.
Oh yeah, he's trying to.
And then he readjusts himself to
more dramatic
in another dramatic pose. The booby vase.
Yeah.
Just a shot. It's just a shot of the booby vase. It's just the fact that it's a booby vase is funny to me.
I understand.
You know, but taking a picture of it just for the sake of taking a shot of it, I thought was hysterical.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, he wore a Tim Nice-esque blue jumpsuit.
Jumpsuit, yeah.
That was amazing.
I thought there was a lot of like little funny bits in this. He's like, I got a JanSport full of rubbers. You know, like the jock, you know, is talking about his backpack. And I liked how the jock was just a stereotype. He was a jock. And when anything like he didn't even know what being a jock was. He was portraying a role. He's like, I can't wait to hit like a hole in one or you know what do you say like hit a touchdown.
Win a goal.
Slam or dunk a slam grand slam.
Yeah, like he was mixing his sports metaphors because clearly he was playing a role and didn't even understand it. So I thought little things like that was kind of funny, you know, and I think this is walking a tightrope. This movie walks a tightrope. One misstep and it's fucking off and it's falling to its fucking death. It's a very delicate balance to make this work because it's all about the gimmick. And I could see the gimmick not working for people, absolutely, because like I said, this is it's like a razor thin line of you went too far, or this isn't working for me, I hate this. But if you're in on the gimmick and you think it's funny, I think there could be some value to this. So, there's some other stuff that was like the scene where the jock gets stabbed. Oh, no, I'm sorry, where the nerd gets stabbed, and he's the jock's trying to pull the knife out of his leg. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Really?
Because he's like twisting. He's like, oh, do I twist first and then pull? Do I push it in? Like,
I thought.
And he's
that
like,
was,
like
that was so stupid.
No, it was silly, but
it wasn't even silly. It was just dumb.
But in with the gimmick, he wouldn't know how to do that. Like it just. I thought it presented some interesting scenarios.
Yeah, but the movie is making that character. His name is Jace, I think.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
They're making him out to be a complete and absolute total moron.
Well,
what is
the jock character? What's the jock stereotype? Fucking moron.
Very eloquent, plays chess.
Yeah, he's just a jock. That's it. It was totally the stereotype.
I get that it was played too far. I just didn't like it. It was played to the point where it just wasn't funny. It's like I said with earlier. It's like they played the characters so far. They spoofed their characters so far that they just didn't make any sense. They didn't make any sense anymore. To me, that just does. To me, I just didn't find it funny. I just didn't think it made any sense.
I think there's something here with the premise of I don't know if you call it this meta or whatnot, but if you have when the camera stopped rolling, I like the coming out of your characters.
Yeah.
But you're still in character, like Johnny was saying. So I like that, but I think without the kind of realness of it, I don't know. I think it's you're not doing enough of either one. There's not enough sexy time stuff, and there's not enough like horror, and it just kind of comes off as a missed opportunity.
Yeah, and I mean I could totally see that because once again, if you're not digging the premise, if you're not on board, you're gonna pick this movie apart and find lots of things wrong with it. Because it's a silly premise. It absolutely is. I'm going to just be clear about that. But there was parts of it I liked where the characters were becoming self-aware, but struggling with keeping in character while all this shit was going out of whack. Because they're in a softcore porn movie. All they know is to, like, every scenario leads to sex.
Right, like when the jock was trying to get on the babysitter,
Right, or even the fucking... was it the fireman that showed up or whatever?
That was great.
Yeah.
Well, another visual cue that I thought was really, really funny was when the nerd was hugging his mom.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, "Don't worry, all boys
get boners or something.
Get boners or get hard-ons or something like that."
Yeah.
And the mom walks away. They disengage their hug. She walks away, and the nerd's got this huge ass bulge in his pants. Which visually, it's funny,
Bonus.
Boners are funny.
Boners are funny.
Well, they are.
Now there were three things.
But you should see my boner. It's hysterical.
No, yeah, come on. We've already seen the top. Now the bottom. Come on.
You said you're good from the bottom down.
Yeah,
so
prove it. So corny in 1080p. Now I think the jock when he was like, "All right, bro, let's play some football."
Yeah, that scene was fucking.
That was fucking.
I thought
funny.
that was hilarious. Yeah.
The spin kick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, from the detective
and the punch to the face.
Yeah. So I think there is something here. Once again, I'm gonna say that this does walk a very fine line, and if you're not on board, you're gonna hate it. Like it's just like anything that's heavily gimmicked, like a wrestling gimmick. Like if you don't buy into Duke the Dumpster Droese being a fucking trash man and a wrestler,
right,
then you're gonna think it's just fucking the whole thing's fucking dumb.
Or you buy into the fact that Taker is a fucking will steal your
dead
soul,
man, yeah, and he's actually a dead man,
and Kane with his fucking fire.
Kane. Ow. So yeah, it's all about the gimmick and whether or not you buy into it. If you don't buy into it, you're just not gonna have much fun with this,
Yeah, I was zoning out of this movie quite often.
And this is fucking like
And
85 minutes.
Yeah, it's a tight
Ooh.
85 minutes.
It's not very loose. No, it's a very tight.
It's not loose and sloppy.
No,
it's nice and tight.
Tight
Jesus.
and yeah, tight and firm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what did you think? Now, because this is the whole deal is set in a softcore porn environment, what is your take on the one lone scene of nudity that we got in this movie?
It's not softcore.
It's certainly not.
That's not. It goes against the softcore rules.
So you guys talking about the full frontal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely goes against softcore rules.
Is that what you were thinking about? The penis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Penis.
Penis.
Yeah, you get to see Jace's dick.
Yeah. Softcore is no full frontal male and no penetration
Right.
and no after effects.
Yep. Yeah. And that broke the rule of softcore pornography, because that softcore, you don't have that shit. So, I mean, you know, I think it's a pretty big rule to break too. It only lasts on the screen for, Jesus, it felt like an eternity.
It was a long time, right? It felt like it was a long
like
time.
5 seconds or something like that. And I kind of like the way it got, kind of entered into the frame.
Yeah, I was making some food and turned around and just kind of like flapping there and like
Yeah.
I was always fucking concerned. He's like,
But-
you let Ollie watch that?
yeah, well, no, he had to go to bed. He does. That's not good for him.
And
nudity.
so, I mean, I that kind of bugged me, just the fact that it broke that rule of softcore.
Yeah, but everything broke the rule after the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, no one dies typically on set in those either.
It's that setup, and then it's no longer that softcore porn. Like that's the thing. And I did like when the characters were becoming self-aware. I thought that was
Agreed.
I don't think they went far enough with it. I thought it was interesting though, where but they're becoming aware that my role in this is weird. Like the babysitter was like, I'm a babysitter, but there's no children that live here. Why am I here?
Right.
And her, I thought her character arc was interesting, the way that developed. And even like the scientist was like, the weather scientist was, why was she there? Like it didn't make much
Passing
sense.
through, and there was some funny dialogue. Coney does say that the babysitter is the actress that played Nora Allen in the Flash season.
I
first
thought
season.
she looked familiar. Okay.
Evil Corny says, I saw all that junk on my projector.
Yeah, he saw it on the big screen.
Maybe
Was it like
downsize.
was it
Corny.
like looking in a mirror, Corny?
No shit. It's not a dick. It's a battle station.
Yeah, I selected this movie last week, and I'm very, very sorry.
I'm not.
This could have and should have been better than this.
And we're talking. Yes, it's about porn, right? Okay, but there's still opportunity here with that premise. I think Johnny's right. Where if you buy into it, it's a thing, and I can get down with some sophomore shit. Yeah, baby, I'm fucking doing some stuff now. It's fucking weird. Wait till you come over next time.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
No, it'll be good. But so once again, you tell someone the premise of this, and already they're gonna, their eyes are gonna roll. Like I don't know how many, people might jump on checking this out, but there is opportunity here, and that's what's the most frustrating for me.
Yep.
I mean, look at a movie like Orgasmo.
Thank you.
Orgasmo.
Oh yeah, good.
Orgasmo had almost no female nudity. There is a slight, like very slight, maybe half-second shot of female nudity. Outside of that, it was all male asses. Which is fine, because I get that. That's part of the joke that Parker and Stone were trying to throw into the movie. That it's all about porn. It's a movie all about porn, but it's all about straight porn, I should say. And it has virtually no female nudity, just male nudity. This I just did not find funny at all. I mean, I shouldn't say that. There were a couple visual cues that I did laugh at, but I just thought the whole premise was bad. I thought the opening scene was terrible. I really think Christopher McDonald's far too good of an actor to be in this. Jerry O'Connell, I could leave him. You know, I won't miss him. But Christopher McDonald, he's been in so many good movies. What is he doing in this? I just don't get it. I just never found this one bit entertaining.
He was by far the best thing in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
oh
by
yeah.
far.
You could. I mean, you could obviously tell who the more talented actor is in this movie. When you see the whole cast, I mean, yeah, everyone else has done stuff, and everyone else has done stuff of some relative significance, I suppose. Experience aside, Christopher McDonald is still the best actor. I mean, and Jerry O'Connell would be second in that, and he was just lame in this movie. I mean, he was anybody could have played his role, you know.
Yeah, as long as you're, muscular and attractive.
Oh, that shouldn't be too hard to find in California.
Fair. How old is he? He's got to be around our age, right?
Jerry O'Connell?
He's in his early 40s or mid 40s.
I bet he's like between 43 and 45.
Probably.
Okay, he was born in 74, so he's 45.
Yeah, see?
All right.
Yeah.
And that's another thing.
It still looks good.
It was fucking great.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing, is that all of the actors and actresses in this movie, now when I'm thinking of, softcore porn.
Yes, which is obvious constantly.
No, that's
softcore.
No, that's hardcore porn. Softcore porn just fills up the time when my brain gets tired. Is that pretty much all the actors in this movie were over 30 years of age?
No.
Yeah.
Maybe the nerd, because he looked like...
The nerd is over 30.
I believe that.
The guy who played the nerd, yeah, he's 32. Or 31. Or he's 30 when he filmed this. So,
really?
Yeah. And the girls, they were all over 30. Christopher McDonald's well over 30. So, he was almost 30. Well, he was almost 30 when he did Grease 2, for Christ's sake. So,
oh shit.
I just thought it was a little unusual not to get anybody in their 20s in this movie. I don't know. It's a nitpick. It's a nitpick.
The thing is, I didn't even think about it. I thought like most of them were probably in their 20s. So
well, you know what? That's what I thought. I was thinking the babysitter at least has to be in her 20s.
Yeah,
she looks it. She absolutely looks it, and she's not.
Why does it matter?
It doesn't. It's just a little nitpick.
But it fucking does, Johnny. She's in her
just
fucking
a nitpick.
30s.
No, she's 35.
She's fucking 35, Johnny.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. She looks great.
Oh, she was excess, right?
Whoever that is.
Well, it looks like she's wearing... Corny, was she excess?
That was 5 minutes later.
She's a speedster from the 30th century.
Nora West.
From the Legion.
It says.
Yeah, but that would be her real name. That's not her hero name.
Yeah, I don't know who these people are.
No, I think it's XS.
You're right.
Nora West
it does
Allen.
say XS.
Yeah.
MZ missed that.
Okay.
He's too busy thinking about fucking softcore porn.
Softcore porn.
So, I mean... That's my nitpick. Right. It's not a serious thing. It's just something that I noticed, and it's my little nitpick because I am a connoisseur of all sorts of porn.
Yeah, you do put the sewer back in connoisseur.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But
Corny says yes, she was Raven Shadow.
Thank you, Evil Corny.
We got to get verification.
So,
I just didn't like this. Plain and simple. I don't have anything else to add.
All right.
I really don't.
I've pretty much tackled most of my notes. Is there anything else? We could probably wrap up most of it in a verdict.
Yeah.
So do you guys have anything else to add before we head there?
No, I think we can cue Buster on this one.
Trick or treat, baby.
I wonder if people would say you're a trick or a treat.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
All right, it is verdict time. I'm going to let you know whether this flick was a trick or a treat and any final thoughts we may have. Michael Raven Shadow.
Look,
that's you.
That's me. All right, listen. Once again, we're having fun. We're talking about, some provocative topics and some provocative personalities. We're talking about Corny's Johnson. But, a lot of things. Let's face it, whatever the fuck billion-dollar industry it is, people are fucking watching this shit, right? So, and everyone knows, except for Johnny, because he's fucking perfect and doesn't, he's just so nice. But I don't know, man. If they were going for a parody, they missed the mark. I forgot about Orgasmo, but I wasn't even into Zach and Miri make a porno at the height of being into Kevin Smith.
Yeah, that wasn't very good either.
No, it was Kevin Smith teaming up with the Judd Apatow crew, right? And even that was fucking lame. We should make a Star Wars parody. Listen, fucking get Axel Braun to do a real fucking movie. All right? And you can complain about porn acting, but it's not. They do better parody porn acting of parodies in a porn than this movie did about parodying porn in a porn parody.
Whoa, parrying? Was there sword play in this?
If in Axel Braun, there would be. The costumes would be accurate. Hawkeye would look like Hawkeye.
Okay.
We need to get Axel Braun. We have 7 years. All right, listen, my birthday's coming up.
7-year anniversary show. We're gonna get Axel Braun.
That'd be fucking outrageous. But no, man, it just either if you're gonna do something like this, either go in and I don't know. There were like 4 writers on it. Hey, you made a.
I don't know. That doesn't matter. There's a lot of sometimes rewrites or whatever.
Fair.
I don't put any stock in that.
Okay, I think what they should have did is just make an actual porno, and they probably would have done very well for themselves. But no, man, it didn't work for me. And once again, I'm judging it by being a raunchy, kind of thing, and it wasn't. I don't know, man. It was fucking G-rated. Like I think Corny wrote, like Lifetime. It was not outrageous. It was just fucking whack, dude. But Shooter McGavin was dope. But no, man, definitely a hardcore trick. Hardcore trick.
All right, MZ.
I'm gonna say that this is in contention for one of the worst films of the year.
Yep.
I didn't enjoy this one bit. A couple of comical cues, visual cues that made me laugh. But man, I mean, if you're gonna spoof anything, you gotta make it funny, man. Because I mean, that's the whole point of spoofing, is to make fun of it, and this just wasn't funny. The characters brought out their personalities to a point where it was just beyond believability. Situations that were spoofed, that were put way beyond believability. At least, in the world of spoofing. Right. It got to the point where it just didn't make any sense, and if it doesn't make any sense, then it's not funny. I just didn't laugh that much. I thought the acting was horrible. I thought the lighting was awful. Especially, let me rephrase that.
I'm surprised.
That opening
was good.
The opening 5 minutes of that movie, and I get what they were trying to do, but that was like they made that look like 10th generation VHS tape.
Yeah.
Bad, and that already tuned me out. No, this is a real big trick as far as I'm concerned. I didn't like this at all. This is up for one of the worst of the year.
I would agree. Yeah.
All right, and I'm actually gonna go tepid treat on this one because I thought this movie was absolutely ridiculous, but at times I had fun with it. Now it's just a complete turn your brain off, lighthearted fun. There's nothing deep in this at all. So it's almost hard to compare it to some of the other films that we've done because it's just on the surface. That's all it is, and I think you really have to be in on the joke or else you're just not going to like this. So it's just such a fine line. I think it had several laugh out loud moments, and even some of the moments that didn't work as well, I thought that its heart was there in terms of the humor. It wasn't like groan inducing to me. It sounds like maybe some of it was for you guys. But I think technically, I thought the film looked fine. I actually commented that I thought the editing was done really well in this. I think it's a well edited film. I think the performances are fine. Like they do exactly what they need to do because I don't think it's easy to act as if you're like in a softcore porn, becoming self-aware of the fact that you're not actually a softcore porn actor or actress. I think it's an interesting role. These roles are. Now, granted, some might have been better than the other, and Christopher McDonald definitely was the highlight for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But I think that this was so close to going off the deep end with ridiculousness, but for me, it walked that tightrope just right without going too far over. Like it almost did a few times, and I was like, oh, I don't know. But, I think it stayed within this world that it built, which really helped. I think it didn't. That's the thing that, I was surprised to hear you say, MZ, is that you just feel like you didn't get some of it because it's pretty cut and dry. It's a film that it's basically a film within a film, and then once the cameras stop rolling, in a sense, they're still in these characters and portray these characters, and they don't know what their motivation is because there's not a director telling them what to do. So it's almost like their natural reaction is to have sex because that's what you do in a fucking softcore porn or a porn just in general. So they're trying to kind of make sense of what to actually do because they don't know what the fuck to do.
But that would make sense if they had sex, but they never do have sex. No one has sex in this movie.
Right, because there's a murder and they're trying to figure it out.
So
and there's a real threat, whereas in the movie there's no threat.
And now keep in mind, I'm not saying I want to have, arcing completion shots hitting the camera or something really, penetration. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but you can still be. It should have been more outrageous than it was, and I think that's where the subversion would have come in, where there is that turn, where the characters
sure, I could see that
become something else.
And I would have liked if the characters did, if it was like, I don't want to go so far as to say like Bandersnatch, where they become self-aware that they're within. Like a show, right. Like where some of the options in Bandersnatch are like Netflix, and then he realizes people are watching him, right. Not something like that. But I almost would have liked if the character arc was more where like maybe the finish line is getting off the set, or something like. I think there definitely was some stuff left on the table, so I'm not going to say that they did everything they had to and it was perfect. It certainly was not. I had fun with it while I was watching it. Because it just was this lighthearted film that wasn't trying to do anything but that, And was it a horror? Not necessarily. It definitely was more comedy than it was horror. It's basically a killer stalks the set of, stalks a softcore porn, and that's sort of it,
Trauma looked good compared to this, okay?
Well... I mean, this isn't even trying to be on Troma's level, though.
Oh,
to
no.
me.
This is far below Troma's level.
And I'm not saying there's high art to fucking Jenna Jameson and being in Zombievers or whatever the fuck it was. Or on the Tubi, there's some, I saw, there's some like Sharknado in a woman's prison movie on the Tubi.
Yeah.
Should fucking watch that. But I don't know, I think what got me, what I really thought there was going to be some kind of swerve, and it was, I don't know. I should make my own fucking movie. I didn't make it.
Yeah, you should.
But,
and you got the sexy speakeasy.
I know. Work on some things, John. I get some.
Well, we're going to be having another break pretty soon. I suggest you don't leave.
Are you going to fluff me?
You wish.
So we got Dr. Chris hanging out in the chat room. He pipes in and says, Deep Murder was garbage to the horror industry as much as Dark Phoenix was to comic book movies.
Well, I would say that Deep Murder is more garbage to the comedy industry than the horror industry. This was a full blown comedy with a horror theme.
Yeah,
and the horror theme was very light at best. So there's that.
All right, so that is gonna do it for our discussion of Deep Murder. I got to the movie we're going to do next week. I just got to check to make sure it's available. I got to see when it's on VOD. So we won't announce it quite yet. We'll head to the break and then we'll make an announcement of our next week's film. So how long until we're back, MZ?
We'll be back in 2 and 2.
Greetings! We are the Retro Reductopus Cephala Podcast, a bi-weekly show that celebrates all the things that made growing up awesome.
He's right. We wax philosophic about lots of geeky crap like old video games and movies, toys, cartoons. I don't know, help me out here.
Music,
pants,
quoting video games that don't have dialogues,
shabibans,
tasty news,
unnecessarily long Japanese onomatopoeia,
butt breathers,
uncomfortable nature facts,
or how to install a camouflage.
And unlike all those other podcasts, we at Retro Reductopus have an exciting rotating host schedule.
Do we?
We sure do.
So, if you didn't like the guy flapping his gums this week,
like me,
worry not, gentle listener. Next week we'll have a whole new host
of problems.
Hey, they might still suck, but they'll suck differently.
And you know what's really cool? Retro Reductopus is part of the Inebriard Podcast Network, with new episodes out every Tentacle Tuesday.
Which is like every other Tuesday. We named it.
Anyways, you can listen to us at iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, or straight from the tab, reductopus.buzzsprout.com.
Thank you guys for having me on. It's a blast. You guys are awesome.
Thank you so much.
And, Trick or Treat Radio, man. That's where it's at. That's the new Fangoria Radio is Trick or Treat Radio.
No. Don't say that.
Like, you really put us under.
It's like swearing in church.
You just jinxed us.
Yeah. you put a lot on our shoulders just now.
Well, we can strive for greatness.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah,
you really are. You got a great show.
Hello. This is the Sasquatch, a.k.a. Bigfoot, but you can just call me Frank. And when I'm not stomping around the woods throwing rocks at hunters, I like to listen to the Paranormal Punchers podcast. That's right, Paranormal Punchers. They talk about all things paranormal, and they're hilarious. Go find them on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, and ParanormalPunchers.com.
I could be standing outside a woman's prison in a fistful of 50s and a bouquet of dildos, and no woman would come near me.
All right, we have returned on Trick or Treat Radio.
The fastest 2 and 2 in history.
If you say so. Oh, MZ, you'd be happy to know I watched some Starcast the other day.
Starcast?
Oh, Starcade.
Oh, Starcade.
Sorry, Starcade.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I put it on, and I fell asleep watching it, and I woke up, and it was still on, and I ended up watching a few more minutes.
And what'd you think?
No, I've seen it before, but I like it. Yeah. I dig it. So...
it's good stuff.
It's all on Tubi, as MZ says.
Yeah.
Did you watch anything? What's the Tubi update?
Let's see. What have I watched? Let me see. Hold on. I've been feeling a little nostalgic lately, so let me see. What have I watched? Let's see. Smokey and the Bandit 2, Smokey and the Bandit 3.
I thought it had good horror. Come on.
It does. Forbidden Zone, Meaning of
nice.
Life.
Yeah. Richard Elfman, Forbidden Zone.
Yep. In color, which I got to tell you, I'll be honest, I prefer it in color. Because...
What in color?
Forbidden Zone.
Oh, I've never seen it in color.
Yeah, they have it in color on Tubi, and it's really amazing because it's like... the colors look so washed out. And like rather dry. I don't know how what other way to put it, but they look very washed out, very dry, and it kind of adds a little something to the movie. I'm not exactly sure what, but it does, and it looks really, really interesting. So, yeah, that's in color. Let's see, Meaning of Life, Monty Python's Meaning of Life, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, A-Team, the TV show, not the movie, Mac and Me.
What's this?
On the Tubi app.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I asked him for the Tubi update while you were fucking gone.
Nice.
So it's your fault.
Mac and Me, Alf. Legend of Boggy Creek. So, yeah, a lot of good.
Jesus Christ, you watch a lot of shit.
Wait, we watch a lot of shit.
No, well, I don't mean shit. You watch a lot.
Yes, I do. Yes,
it's nuts. I don't know how you do it.
And
that's why you have the body you have.
Well, I'm thinking about watching the Ernest films next. You know?
All the classics.
Yeah,
the first 8 were good.
They got Ernest Goes to School, Ernest in the Army.
In the Army.
Oh, and Problem Child, and Problem Child 2.
Oh wow, fucking rare back. You're doing this
and I also watched Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Oh, nice. You see they're filming the third one?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves looks weird without the beard, though.
Yeah.
He looks
He put
really
some weight
bizarre.
on, didn't
he? It looks like he did. He's better off with the beard.
Yeah, with the beard, it's good. Yeah.
I wonder what you would look like without the beard.
Not good. I know.
I remember. Well, at least I remember you had a goatee. Did you?
Yeah.
You shaved it, right? Since I've known you.
My standard was always the
goatee. Yeah. But I mean, you shaved the mustache at one point. I remember.
Yeah, there was one time I must have been 23, I think, and I shaved. I was completely clean shaven, and I met you guys. I think at like Taco Bell on like Shrewsbury. I was meeting you guys there, and it caused commotion. And yeah, people didn't like that. And I remember showing up at my lady friend's at the time house, and the response was, "Oh, you shaved." yeah. No, I've had the full beard for the last couple years, but no, I've always had the standard was a goatee at least. But no one.
I wonder how we would look if we all shaved our faces.
That'd be
Nothing there. No
Completely?
goatee, no mustache, no beard, nothing.
You better get in the fucking Bombaleo tier for the Patreon.
Yeah, exactly.
Just saying, we get someone for that when we can talk. Like a few people.
I'm down for that.
For a few people, you gotta get more than one motherfucker.
We'd all shave for.
All shave. Yeah, we all shave our faces. If somebody gets into the Bombaleo.
Oh, not just one person.
Slow down.
Yeah, come down.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being greedy.
If we hit the third goal, on Patreon in the next week,
we'll all shave. We'll shave all our faces.
We'll shave all.
Or how about this?
I'll shave your face with a straight razor.
I'll shave your face.
No.
You shave his face.
No.
Wait, no. I don't want you shaving my face.
This isn't a good idea.
I'd sooner shave my face across the throat if you're gonna do that.
He'd rather shave his balls with a fucking straight razor. So next week we did decide. I think we can make this work because it hits VOD the day before we record and stream live next week. We are gonna review and discuss the new Hellboy movie from Neil Marshall. So this one definitely had some mixed reviews when it was in theaters in April, and but yeah, so we're gonna do the new Hellboy starring David Harbour from Stranger Things fame.
Oh.
It's got Brian Gleason. It's got Mila Jovovich.
Oh,
It's got Ian McShane.
Nice.
So it's got a pretty good cast.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, so we'll do Hellboy. And if you guys have any thoughts about Hellboy, I'm curious to hear, because I know some people loved it, some people hated it. If you guys saw Hellboy in theaters, or if you're going to watch it on VOD, shoot us a voice message or an email, podcast@trickortreatradio.com. I'd love to hear. See what you think. And all right, bye, Road Shadow. Evil Corny says, y'all go full Lex Luthor like me. We'll shave our heads? Nah.
Dude, I used to. For like 8 or 9 years, I shaved my head bald.
I remember. We made you grow your hair, and then you cut it again, and now you're in that weird in-between thing.
Yeah, I got the Marine look going.
The John Cena?
Yep. Yeah, he's got to knock that shit off. He's not a fucking Marine. To say he's a Marine is like saying Ted DiBiase Jr. is a Marine. Okay? Tell him to knock that shit off. And the more he grows out his hair, the more he looks like Ernest P. Worrell.
Yeah, he's weird with hair. Especially because he's kind of having a hard time in the back. But you would shave your head. You didn't need to.
Well, I know, because I got a luxurious full head of hair.
You've used it for a long time.
People got mad at me because it's not like I was even balding. I just shaved it off. I gave it a shot, and I shaved it off, and I kept the look for like 8 or 9 years.
It really helped the Maniac look you were going for at that time. That was good.
I was scaring people.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like, there was a guy that I was working with, and he was from Ghana, and he's looking up at me, and he's saying,
"Was it Kofi Kingston?"
No, it wasn't Kofi Kingston. But he was looking up at me, and he was saying, you know, what's going on here? Are you a skinhead? And I'm like, believe me, dude, if I was a skinhead, you'd be the first to know about it.
What does that
Yeah,
fucking
what does that
mean?
mean?
You fucking psycho.
Wow. What are you going to do to him?
You wouldn't have gotten the door, asshole. Really?
Oh, my God.
HR, please. Montezero, come up to the
But I'm
floor,
not
please.
a skinhead, all right? Jesus, that's my point.
Don't ever make that point again. Don't. I don't know what the fuck that means.
You should have been in green room, dude.
Oh, my God. In fact, I miss Aries.
Yeah. Bring back Cuddly Aries, America's sweetheart.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody loves Aries.
You guys know he'll never listen to this, so you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, Aries sucks.
Wow.
Yeah, how about that?
I'm texting him right
You know
fucking
he's
now.
listening.
He's serving protector right now, I think.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, or he's nodding off on a park bench.
Or both. Maybe that's
half a sandwich hanging out of his mouth.
Wow.
Wow. The views of Montezero are not shared by Johnny Wolfenstein and I, Aries.
That's true. So, so we'll do Hellboy next week.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to it. I didn't get a chance to see it in the theater, which I was hoping to, but I just didn't. So,
yeah, it came out like a month before Avengers, right?
April 12th, so a couple weeks.
And I'm curious. I'm looking forward to it. It's exciting.
Yeah. So we'll check out Hellboy. If you guys want to play along at home, let us know what you think.
Yeah.
MZ, by the way, I had a question because you left early last week, and there was a voicemail from our boy Nathan Cotton Coy Vance Duke.
Great voicemail
And
by
he had
Nathan.
a question for you.
Oh.
The question was, can you recommend any animal violence-free cuts of cannibal movies?
Yes.
He was wanted to get on a cannibal movie kick, but wants the animal violence out.
Italian cannibal movie, or yes. Yes. There on the Grindhouse release of Cannibal Holocaust, there is an animal cruelty-free version that's in the set. It's in the menu. You just click animal cruelty free, and you'll watch the movie sans animals. No sweat. And I think also, I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to watch it again. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow. After all, it is Independence Day. I'll watch Cannibal Holocaust 2, The Beginning. Directed by Bruno Mattei. Oh, God. What a movie that is. I don't believe there's any animal cruelty in that. Let's see. Further Italian cannibal films. I think that might be it. The Italians were really, really, really vicious with animals back in the day. Between, say, it all started around 1972 with Umberto Lenzi's Man from Deep River. And it somewhat ended around 1981 with Cannibal Ferox. There's another cannibal film. It's part of the trilogy, actually, that Ruggero Deodato created with Last Cannibal World, which has animal violence in it. Cannibal Holocaust, which has animal violence in it. And there's also 1985's Cut and Run, starring, if you could believe this, Michael Berryman and Willie Ames.
Stop it.
I am not kidding you.
Really?
Willie Ames.
What's it called again?
Cut and Run.
Do you have it?
I do.
Interesting.
It also has Eric LaSalle in it.
Wait, the dude from Eric LaSalle. Oh yeah, he was in Coming to America.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Now I'm kind of intrigued.
Yep. He was in that as well. And
Soul Glow.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that's about as far as it goes. So I would say the animal cruelty-free version of Cannibal Holocaust, which you can find on Grindhouse Releasing, Blu-ray, Cut and Run, and I think that might
yeah, there's probably not many.
Yeah. I mean, from Eaten Alive, Man from Deep River, Jungle Holocaust, Cannibal Ferox, Cannibals. It's just an orgy of violence during that time. It was pretty ugly. It was really, really ugly back then.
But they weren't all real animals, though, right?
Oh no, they were.
Yeah, they were.
They were 100% real, 100% living.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know Cannibal Holocaust was, but
yeah, Cannibal Holocaust.
Poor turtle.
The turtle was the least of the problems. It got the most amount of attention.
Yeah.
But I mean, in Cannibal Holocaust, there was a turtle.
Courtney just posted a picture of Eric LaSalle from Coming to America.
Glow.
Just let your soul glow.
Let's see. There was a turtle. There was a pig. There was a monkey. One of those ring-tailed monkeys with the long tails and the little faces.
All right.
Yeah, all right. I think we get the picture.
A spider, a snake.
All right.
The baby.
I don't care about ticks or mosquitoes.
All right.
Yeah.
What about spiders or snakes?
I like them.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean.
Well, they got killed too.
That sucks.
Let's see. Cannibal or Jungle Holocaust.
Jesus. All right. You're all right. You don't need to keep going. We get it. A lot of animals die.
Fucking cows. There was a marmot.
Cannibal Holocaust, the muskrat scene.
Jesus Christ.
God.
Muskrat love.
That is brutal. That is I can't watch that.
Even you can't watch that?
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
I'm amazed.
I mean, I used to watch it without any real problem. Not because I didn't care, but not because I didn't care.
Soul Glow gifts.
Not because I didn't care, but because I was able to take it. I was.
Oh yeah, take it.
Ooh, yeah.
I was able to take it then.
Fast and hard.
And as I gotten older, I've kind of gotten soft, and I've softened up over the years.
We
about
saw.
it, and I really can't. Funny, and I really can't. Watch that.
Yeah.
With both eyes.
Ooh.
Just one eye.
Well, see, the thing is that
the one in his pants.
Outside, funny. Outside, you're a real comic. The animals in Cannibal Holocaust died rather quickly, with the
Jesus! I thought we were past this.
with the exception of the pig and the muskrat. The muskrat was far worse.
Jesus Christ.
What time is it?
We're not trying to kill time here. You don't have to name every fucking animal death.
Oh man, there was an octopus. There was a koala bear.
Very, 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 very violent.
Yeah, they were ruthless. Directors were ruthless back then.
I'm gonna speak for the Italian community right now and say we're sorry for that. It was a different time,
Very different time.
and we apologize.
Do they still stir the sauce back then, Murder Channel?
Oh, that's like fucking goes back to Roman times.
What?
Old. Yeah, he always been stirring the sauce. He stirred the sauce in like fucking caves over aqueducts.
Oh, that movie with Jason Momoa, Aqueducts.
Aqueducts, yeah. Italians invented caves, by the way, too.
All right,
Yeah,
so
Willie Ames, dude.
I like the Willie Ames.
Buddy Lembeck from Charles in Charge.
I fucking loved Charles in Charge, and then it sucks that Scott Baio became fucking batshit crazy.
Yeah,
he is pretty crazy.
He's a
piece of work.
He's a douche. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, what else we got? We got one voicemail.
Oh.
I don't think. Let's see. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, that was a question that our boy Nathan Cotton Coy Evans Duke had for you. Well, thank you, Nathan. Glad we can get that question answered. I'm glad I wrote it down, or I would have forgotten. So, but we do have a voicemail from Arkham Josh. Oh, Raven Chow, you need new glasses. Jesus Christ, dude.
Are you showing me animal violence right now?
No, I'm not. Look.
Raven Chow, I'm watching you on film, like,
Look at
staring like a foot away from your fucking phone.
I'm not wearing my progressives.
You never wear them. Do you have progressives?
Yeah, my regular.
Why don't you wear them?
Well, I'm wearing my sunglasses.
Yeah, but they're not even like tinted right now.
Oh,
they are.
No,
they are.
I need
can
to get
see
them.
they
I need to get them new tinted. The tint wore out. I've had these for 20 years, so it'll be like about $300 to get them retinted and my new prescription in.
Chocolate.
This is
Yeah, see, that's Willie Ames.
Michael Berryman's fucking big. I'll watch this. Bring this next week.
All right.
I got medical problems.
What are you gonna watch?
What? Cut It Out? What's it called?
Cut It Out.
Cut and Run.
Sexual Chocolate.
Ruggero Deodato, 1985.
Nice. There's no animal violence in that?
No animal violence.
No. Coney's going to fucking town.
It has a lot. It has more to do with drug shipments and cocaine.
Oh, see, I'm into that.
Yeah, well,
I'm into
no
that.
shit.
I like that stuff.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit, chat. No shit.
No chit chat. No chit.
No shit.
That's the truth, baby. That's the yeah. Tell me what the girl I made. Tell me I made a girl.
All right, well, let's listen to our voicemail from Arkham Josh.
Yes, that.
Hey, Trick or Treat Radio guys, Arkham Josh here, just calling in, trying to play catch up right now on the last couple of films. I'm out walking the dog, so I don't know, might get a little bit noisy if cars go by or something, just so you know. So I'll jump right in. Last week's film, Nightmare Cinema. I checked it out. I listened to you guys' discussion. I think for a lot of the discussion, I do agree with what you guys were saying. Overall, I think it was a treat, but some of the stories were a bit of a letdown. Yes, I do agree Mick Garris's was kind of specifically pretty bad.
It was poopy.
I don't know. The Joe Dante one, I think I wasn't as disappointed as some of you guys were, but I do see where you're coming from. I definitely agree the first one and the Exorcism one were probably the best. And, yeah, the whole kind of wraparound was kind of wasted.
Yes.
You know, after kind of looking into the film and seeing what it was, as a former projectionist, well, kind of still projectionist on the side, I was really excited about it. And really the concept, you know, especially with an anthology, since a single reel of film is about 20 to 24 minutes, the concept of all these people watching these, like, one-reel movies about, you know, what will potentially happen to them, that was an ingenious idea. But I think the wraparound was just a complete failure in the execution, and it was highly disappointing. So I am going to give it a treat, because it was a lot of fun. And I'm going to give it a moderate recommend. Like I've said before, if this pops up on a streaming site that you're already paying for, you might as well watch it, but I would not go out of my way to check this out. So next on this week's film, Geek Murder. This film I thought was quite a bit of fun. I was very excited when I looked up some information to realize that it was from the director of the comedy short, Live from the Necropolis, The Lords of Synth. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that, but it does seem kind of up your alley. But yes, and they, I'm going to say this is another one that kind of falls apart in execution, because I thought it was a funny idea. It had a lot of really interesting characters, but in the long run, it kind of dragged in spots. This movie kind of felt to me like a lot of the 90s SNL films where it was just a single idea sketch dragged out over the course of an entire film.
Could see that.
I did think it ended strong, so that is kind of good for it. So I'm not going to give it a trick. I'm going to give it a tepid treat. And I'm going to give it the same recommendation, where if Deep Murder pops up on a streaming site that you're already paying for, go ahead, watch it. You'll have a fun time. But again, just don't go out of your way looking for this movie. Jerry O'Connell's kind of fun in it. And I think I've run out of things to say about it, which that's not a good sign, right, guys? So,
he's picking up.
I don't know. Two varying
one.
treats and two kind of so-so recommendations, I guess. Other than that, I hope everything's going well with you guys. I was back up in your area again today, bringing the dog up to Tufts. Everything's going pretty well.
Oh, good.
MZ, we went and got some Art Bradish again, but we checked all the tables. We didn't see you there. It was very disappointing. So, but, I hope everything's going well up there, and I hope to see you guys again soon, all right? Have a good one. Bye.
See you, buddy.
Dude.
He was definitely picking up poop.
What happens? Probably the dogs, right?
No, it's good. There's so many people that don't pick up their dog's shit. So I applaud you, Josh. Good. It's a good man. Josh is a good man.
He's a big dog.
Pick up my dog shit.
Yeah, MZ wished he had someone to pick up his shit when he...
Yeah. I'm too busy watching Tubi. I can't go to the potty.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go right here.
Yeah.
You should get those pads. So for Ozzy, for little dogs, so he can go in the house, he has like a little pad. You should get yourself a little
I'm
fucking
gonna just
pad.
install a toilet in my chair.
Jesus. No, because then you're going to smell it all the time. At least with a pad, you can throw
it'll
it away.
flush. I'll make it flush.
Wow.
I can recline and shit at the same time.
Light a candle.
It might not go so well.
Oh, I'll go well. All right.
You're supposed to like put your feet up to help you out.
Well, my feet will be up.
Hey, get some stirrups.
I'll be reclined.
Yeah. Stirrups. Oh,
Get that
man.
womb chair we talked about.
So Josh was with me on Deep Murder. He thought it was a fun premise, and there was some missteps, but.
And he was with me on Art Bradish's. So good, he had to stop there again. I was there yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Jesus Christ!
I'm lowering my intake.
Wow. 2 footlongs instead of 3.
You know how I used to eat 3?
Yeah, now you eat 2.5.
Then, the time before this last one that I went, I had 2, only 2,
with sauce, right? With chili.
With the chili, and then this time yesterday, I had 2 regular.
Wait.
With
no chili?
No, with chili. One. Well, actually, no, that's not true. 2 regular, 1 with chili, 1 with cheese. Which I do not recommend, by the way. Which
really?
I really don't recommend. Yeah, because it's not cheese. It's a cheese flavored sauce.
It's CHEEZ.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how it's pronounced or spelled.
It's called Chez.
Shea Bradishes.
Oh. Yes, you want a hot dog?
Yes, welcome to Shea Bradishes, where we serve the most wonderful chili hot dogs in the world. Would you like a Coca-Cola or maybe a root beer?
Can we get you an amuse-bouche while you wait?
Yes.
Try these French fries or these onion rings.
And to drink, Peru.
Yeah, he brought his drink too.
You bring a drink this time?
Yes, I always do.
Little juice box?
No.
Juice box.
Little high C?
No, I brought a water.
Capri Sun?
A water?
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Surprised you didn't bring 2 fucking cans of soda.
No.
What are you drinking today?
I drank water. They were gone.
Oh. Look at you.
You're getting healthy.
Yeah. You could just see the pounds melting off.
It's the heat.
So you don't recommend the cheese? Huh? I usually always go for cheese if it's an option.
Even on hot dogs?
Yeah, I do. I do a couple things too. I make little hot dogs, the ballpark franks I enjoy. Your local grocer's freezer.
What are you trying to do? Double your weight?
Yeah. But no, I do. I like either do sliced cheese I get from the deli, or I like shredded cheese.
Yeah, this is just like one of those big cans.
Oh yeah.
In the business, we call them the number 10 cans because that's what they're called.
Oh shit! In the business, Johnny.
Yeah,
you hear
in
that?
the business. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't really add anything. It doesn't taste like cheese. It doesn't really taste like anything, to be honest.
All right.
But the chili tastes like chili, and that's what I like. So I'm gonna go back to the chili.
So what? So a what's a Monster Zero special now?
2 footlongs.
Yeah, with chili.
Well, the last time was
And a
2
small
regulars.
fry.
Was 2 regulars. So
how long are those?
just a regular hot dog.
I know, but I want to know. Was it like 7 inches?
Where do you measure from?
From the base?
House to start the foundation, Johnny. Okay.
Was Art Bradish pissed at you because you changed your order?
No, because the place was packed yesterday.
Oh, they don't know you by name.
It was jumping.
What the fuck was that?
It was jumping.
They don't know you by name there?
No.
MZ was like the detective in Deep Murder when he sees the dead body.
No, it was. I mean, I'm always gonna love my hot dogs. I'll never get rid of Art Bradish's hot dogs. I just love that stuff.
So you ain't going vegan anytime soon?
No. Although I did tell you that they do serve vegan burgers there.
You did, and
or veggie burgers. I don't know if there's a difference.
You said veggie. There's no fucking way I mean that.
Why? We should go there on Sunday.
No, I'm not
We
going.
need
no.
to.
Yes.
Because I can guarantee you they don't have a fucking grill just for the veggie burgers.
Oh.
So
Probably
it's not really a veggie burger, and it probably is like one of the ones that has like fucking eggs in it to bind it together. I'm not eating that shit.
Oh, I really wouldn't know. I mean,
well, I know, but like most places that offer that option don't know either. So
you could bring a lunch.
Okay, I'll
bring a bag.
I'll pack a bag lunch while you guys eat Art Bradish's. I smell fucking.
That sounds fair.
Grease and oil around me.
Oh. So that's a no then.
That's
so
a no.
It's a hard no.
That's
Okay.
a hard no. Yeah, I ain't sitting on a fucking picnic table.
Well, that's fun. You can film stuff.
What is sitting on a picnic table too
talk to
good
you.
for you?
Well, to have like a little meeting, yes.
It's a vegan table. No animals
Yeah.
were hurt in it. Maybe the paint.
Well, yeah. How do you know?
Our Brad probably hasn't upgraded in a while. It's 1974.
Ooh, I'm too good to sit on a picnic table.
No.
Do you sit at picnic tables, Raven Shadow?
I sit. You know what I sit? I like sitting on top. I like sitting on the table.
Oh, you're
On
one of
the
those,
table.
You're one of those people.
One of those people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like sitting on top. Put my feet on the.
Great. Just where I want to put my food is where your ass has been.
Well, listen. My ass is probably the fucking best fucking piece of meat in the fucking Art Bradish area.
Jesus.
Second best piece of meat.
What's the first?
I don't. Well.
What?
No. You can. You know.
No.
Brajol.
Brajol.
No, I don't know. I'm just having. It's fucking hot. I think I'm getting some of Monster Zero's Tourette's from last week. I'm just being inappropriate. But no, all right, so we won't go there.
We'll find someplace.
I'll call some. There's a place I want to take you guys, but I'm gonna call see if they have vegan food.
Where?
The place near me. If you were to come out near me, there's a place. What's it called? Fucking I forget what it's called. Barbara's Crossing.
Barbara's Crossing.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay.
All the food I like you can't eat, but they probably don't. So we'll have to go. What we talked about.
Yeah, I think that's the best idea.
All right. TJ Fridays.
We'll go to the Fridays near Scaricon.
Yeah, it's called Derek Rook. He'll jump right in.
With extra glass.
Yeah.
Could I have a Coke with extra glass, please?
Yes, that's really what I just want to drown in my own blood tonight.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know what else we have to offer tonight. No Aries. I mean, the quietest guy on the show makes the show run, like early, I guess.
It's weird.
It is almost, it is almost the 4th. I don't know if people have plans or whatever, so.
Yeah. I mean, I think.
Maybe I can get a jump on Stranger Things tonight.
Might do that. I think.
You're not doing that. You said you didn't even watch the first 2 seasons.
No, but I'm off. I'm off for the next 4
Oh, you're going to watch all 3 seasons in 2 days?
No, I ain't fucking doing that. But no, I'll probably maybe check out some Netflix shows. Just gonna Punisher on and Yeah, I think America was a great concept on paper. America has a great elevator pitch.
Yeah, I gotta admit, like, I guess the 4th of July never really meant much to me, anyways. But like, it definitely means less to me than ever.
Like,
it's just hard to root for this. I mean, I don't mean to be a pessimist or be like a but it can be hard to root for this country sometimes.
Yeah, now let's say it's kind of like, once again, I fucking love the Red Sox, but the Bobby Valentine year, that's so good.
Is that what this is?
This is kind of like a bridge.
This is the Bobby Valentine era.
It's a rebuilding, for those who get the fucking 2000.
Yeah, well, the thing is that Bobby Valentine only lasted 1 year.
That's true.
Well, hopefully that's akin to 1 term.
I would vote for Bobby Valentine in a fucking heartbeat.
I would too.
President.
Even he wore the fucking Groucho glasses.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Free glasses and mustaches for everybody.
Yeah. Fucking Bobby V. 2020.
Who's his running mate?
Who's the
John
guy?
Farrell.
No, who's the guy who managed,
or Keith Hernandez.
managed the White Sox, who was into Sangria? Fucking
Ozzie Guillen?
Ozzie Guillen,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ozzie Guillen and the Grave Robbers. That's a fucking ticket. Bobby V. And
that
Ozzie.
guy was a fucking trip.
He was awesome. They should have a fucking Netflix show. No one knows what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, probably, pretty much. Wait, let's see. You guys were all here last week, right? Was there any movies? Raven Chow, you give us your thoughts on Perfection.
Yeah, I did. I watched a movie.
Oh, you watched a movie?
I did. I think
Holy
shit. I watched actually a lot of movies last Friday.
Well, you did have time, actually.
Yeah, and last Friday we watched 3 flicks like last Friday.
Wow.
We watched Herschel, I think. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
No, the movie about Herschel Gordon-Lewis?
Herschel Gordon-Lewis. I don't think that's right, though. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Ah, shit.
I'll look it up.
Yeah,
JGL was in it?
JGL was in it. And yeah, bring it up, because I really enjoyed that. Should be coming up right now in the not the top rated ones.
I'm looking. Snowden? Edward Snowden? That movie?
It wasn't Snowden. It's not called Herschel.
I'm looking.
It's set in the 90s. It's like he's got long hair. He's like
Hesher.
Hesher, that's what it was. Hesher was fucking dope, dude.
I've never heard of it.
It's pretty cool. Like, basically, it's got Rainn Wilson, who was TV's...
I like him, yeah. Dwight.
TV's Dwight.
Oh, Natalie Portman.
And a little kid. And basically, and he's Rainn Wilson is by no means Dwight at all in fucking this. Rainn Wilson's a dad and his son. Basically, they're 2 months after a horrific car accident that they lost his wife. So as I'm trying to pick up the pieces, Rainn Wilson's a mess living with his mother and just, pill popper, just really shrinking inside himself. And his son is kind of left, he's not able to kind of hide out in pills. He has to, go to school and put the face on. He comes across JGL, who's like a long-haired, van-driving Metallica freak who ends up coming into their lives in a kind of a very funny way. So to call him like a self-destructive heavy metal Mary Poppins might be a weird stretch, but it's a weird how his character comes into this family in the time of crisis. And it's fucking weird at times. It's not funny, and it's kind of, this is fucking weird, but I really dug it. I think it's available on either Hulu or Amazon, but I really enjoyed it. I think you and T-Dog would dig it, Johnny.
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
It's set in like the probably mid-90s or whatnot.
All right.
But I truly enjoyed that.
Cool.
And then we watched the Blues Brothers, just because, hey, fuck it.
Yep.
And then started showing My Lady Burbs, The Burbs.
Nice. I haven't seen The Burbs in a while.
It's awesome. Now, I don't know. It was late, so I think we were 3 flicks in at that point.
3 deep?
3 deep. But I don't know. I don't think she necessarily dug it. I just wonder if it's one of those things. I wonder how it translates seeing it now for the first time. I fucking love it still. I saw it in theaters.
Did you see was it Blues Brothers 2000?
No. And it's actually it's a disc. It's pretty cool. It's Fletch and Fletch Lives, and Blues Brothers and Blues Brothers 2000. 3 fucking movies I'm gonna watch. Yeah, I don't need fucking 2,000, dude. You don't. Sometimes you can judge a book by its poster.
Yeah, right.
So I guess we've all given sort of like film updates, right? We try to watch some fucking movies. It's
Yeah.
amazing. And I watched Midsummer. What else did I watch? Did I watch anything else? I don't think so. It's been a pretty hectic week. So let me just double check. I talked about the show that I watched, Too Old to Die Young. I haven't had a chance to go back.
Yeah.
Oh, I did watch that movie actually. I watched Black Klansman.
Oh yeah, I want to see
It was fucking awesome.
I want to see that a lot.
I got
a Spike Lee joint, right?
It is, yeah. And I got to admit, like I haven't seen that many Spike Lee movies, and I mean, I think he's a talented director. I don't like him that much in general.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say. I mean, I don't have anything against him, but like I see him like on the sideline of the Knicks games, and I'm like, that guy's like he's a super fan, but he's kind of annoying, you know?
Yeah, I'm
So
not a Spike Lee fan.
He only did one good movie as far as I'm concerned, Do the Right Thing. And I watched that again about maybe a month ago.
Yo, fucking Mookie was a
It's-
fucking asshole,
it's
though, right?
Such a good movie. It really is.
And I've never seen it. I'd like to see it.
You
know?
haven't seen Do the
No,
Right Thing?
I never.
No?
But so watched Black Klansman with T-Dog, and it's really good. It's Adam Driver's in it, and he's fucking awesome. Like, it's funny seeing Kylo Ren in something where he's not Kylo Ren, because I haven't seen too many movies with him. And who is the main actor? And it's based on a true story, which is
Yeah, it's
crazy.
about
yeah.
It's about a black guy that infiltrates the Klan.
He essentially does, yes.
Yeah.
John David Washington played Ron Stallworth, and I thought he was real good. Topher Grace plays David Duke.
Stop
which
it, really?
Really? Eric Foreman?
And he looks like him. It's fucking crazy.
Wow, I could actually see it now.
Yeah.
Remember that motherfucker, man? He sucks.
I hate to even do a search for David Duke, but let me pull up a real quick picture of him. I hope I don't get any lists or whatever.
Dude, David Douchebag Duke.
Oh man, he looks rough now. Jeez.
Who cares?
He's a fucking prick, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a picture of Foreman in the corner.
Where?
Well, Johnny's hiding it.
Well, I'm gonna pull up a side by side maybe or something.
Yeah, that dude fucking sucks.
So it's there. I saw one picture where he did look a little bit like him, but regardless, like
That's a real picture of the motherfucker too.
yeah,
What a fucking.
that's
That's
not
pretty
bad.
Oh,
good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
yeah.
But yeah, I was like, holy shit, he's played David Duke. Hopefully we'll never mention his name again on the show ever again.
yeah.
But
Don't put him in the fucking notes.
no, I'm not gonna. But yeah, no, it was real good. And then I will say, at the end, it's a film that's very timely. About like this is a film that takes place in a snapshot of America. I don't know if it was I think it was the 60s or 70s, kind of with like a lot of the civil rights movement, like after Martin Luther King Jr. had died, and it was sort of like the uptick of the civil rights movement. And, so it was a very important time in America. And, it's a real interesting look at, it's just crazy how people reacted then and how they talked. But it's scary because things haven't changed that much, Yeah. And it's like, fuck, like we've come this far, but people still harbor these fucking, like feelings about black people that like at the beginning of the movie, Alec Baldwin's in it real quick, like at the beginning. And he's basically saying how they're like, black people are not even like, they're a lesser form of humans, like, and just hearing the way people talk about it, it's like, holy fuck, how can people even think this way? But that's how it was, and
Yeah.
But then you think about all these fucking things going on now, and it's like
Nothing's changed.
yeah. And they also talk about the Jews in the same light, like so.
Right.
And it's important because Adam Driver's character was Jewish in it, so he could sort of understand the plight of Ron Stallworth in a way. Obviously he didn't have the the same type of things he had to deal with, because you don't look at a Jewish person and immediately know that they're Jewish, but you look at a black person, obviously you can tell that they're black. It's so.
I'm not wearing my glasses, Johnny. Which one? Progressives.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Corny just said that's Denzel Washington's son. By the way, I had no idea.
Who? It's pretty good pedigree.
The John David Washington, the guy who's the lead in Black Klansman.
Wow.
I had no fucking clue.
Once again, I think humanity is a really good concept on paper.
Right, but a lot of people fuck it up.
The execution, though, it's a good elevator pitch. Hey, they have thumbs, and they're going to create Polaroids and go to space. No, they're going to fucking just do the same stupid fucking shit they've been doing since they were in fucking caves.
But it was obviously it was really well done, and it was a pretty powerful movie. And at the end, I won't say much, but it gets it's a dose of reality, I guess I'll say, and it sort of fits it into what's going on in the world now. And it's just sort of like this slap in the face of like, fuck, this, we're watching a movie that was based on a story that took place in like the 60s or 70s.
Right.
And then we fast forward 40, 50 years and really shit hasn't changed.
Yeah.
So in
fact, it's regressed in certain areas.
Well, from a couple years ago, yes. Not from the 70s. Things have gotten better since then. I mean, in the last couple of years, I think it has regressed, and I think people have been emboldened to, speak their mind. And in some situations, that's good. In others, it's not. I can't remember. I think Canada actually, it was Canada, just ruled that white supremacists and Nazis are like considered terrorists now or something in Canada, and. That, why? I don't know why we don't have the fucking balls to do it here, but well, I do know why. But
I think the answer is pretty easy.
Yeah. So I don't want to get too deep into it, but I think it's a real good movie, and I think it's Ravenshaw, you're gonna love this. I think it's an important movie for people to see. And
I want to see it. I really want to see it. I'll watch it tonight.
You can watch it.
I'm off the fucking rails, dude. I'm
You're off the rails.
Yeah.
It's a little on the longer side. It's not like. Like Endgame long, but it's like maybe 2 hours, 15 minutes or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to check it out.
I'll tell you how long it is. It is 2 hours, 15 minutes. So.
All right.
But I recommend it. It's got a great score too, by the way. I really love the score in it.
That's cool.
So, Black Klansman. That's the other thing I watched. So I did watch a couple movies this week, and this week I'll probably just be watching. Try to finish Stranger Things, I guess. So,
Evil Corny says Clocker is the 25th Hour, and Malcolm X are his favorite Spike Lee films.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of them.
25th Hour, that was with Ed Norton, right? I think he was.
Yes.
He was going to. Yeah, he was like. Either that was when he went to prison, his last day out before he goes in, I think.
Clockers I could live without. Crooklyn I could absolutely live without. Old Boy, I could definitely, absolutely, positively live without. 25th Hour, I don't think I've ever seen that. But I know
that one, right?
In it, yeah. And Malcolm X, Malcolm X.
Wow. Wowza.
Wow, yeah, all right.
Is that the box art? The box review?
Malcolm
X.
What, me worry? Nah.
Wow, all right.
Have they done the Malcolm X-Men? That'd be outrageous.
Malcolm X-Men.
That'll fucking scare some people. Make that movie.
Where's Malcolm Zero? Where's
No,
What?
No, he doesn't mean to make a return anytime soon.
Well, he's out fighting the cause, so.
What cause? You see, Malcolm.
He's fighting the cause, man.
He's fighting Bill Cosby.
Yes.
Don't jump on my humor. All right.
Wow. All right. Well, maybe that's our cue to end this fucking episode.
Yeah.
So I guess that's it. We'll end a little bit early. It's finished before midnight. Everyone can go home, get a good night's sleep.
Yep.
And next week we should be full force. Should have Aries back. I think he'll like the pick of the film. Ravejock, come on, that's ridiculous.
What are you doing?
You're literally holding the phone like 6 inches from your eyes.
What is your deal, dude?
I got fucking medical problems.
No shit.
You got medical
But you look
problems
like a dummy.
already.
I can read from here. I can look.
Oh wow!
Look.
Well, you gonna fucking? You
What's
fucking-
going on here? Oh my God! Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can read that. I can read over here.
Oh, do you fucking bring your fucking free weights to fucking the bedridden in hospitals? Oh, what's wrong? 6 months to live. Oh yeah, cancer fucking sucks. Look how fucking huge I am, huh?
I'm Raven Shadow right now. Oh my God! I can't even see. Like I'm cross-eyed looking at it like this. How do you do that?
Well, I gotta.
Yeah, it hurts. It's weird.
Yeah, it's fun, right? It's fun
No.
having the fucking. I'm not enjoying myself. I got fucking problems. Don't touch me. You know what I mean? Like,
Don't touch
me.
Don't touch me.
I got
Mr.
medical
DeBerge.
problems. Mr. DeBerge. No, you think I enjoy fucking looking at things like I'm fucking about to hit him head on?
No, because you look like an idiot.
Well, I'm sorry. It's how I fucking read and communicate now. It's not fucking funny.
Wear your glasses.
I am wearing my
No,
glasses.
wear your good ones.
The more you do that, the more I'm getting to be a little bit more convinced that you dye your hair.
I don't dye my hair.
He plucks his hair.
My beard. No, I don't. Why do you think that?
I don't pluck mine.
Because
I got some gray going
I
in
think
here.
you're older than you're letting on. No, like
He's
he's what?
the- he's the
like
youngest
42.
one here.
Yeah, he's like 42 or 43, but he's got the eyes of a 70-year-old.
What?
That's fair, but it's true. Yeah, I'm the youngest person in my fucking appointments. It's awesome. You here to pick up your nana? No, I'm next.
Yeah, Evil Corny says MZ got his update. Remember, Wolfie?
Oh, right, from 23andMe.
That-
yeah,
that's right. Well, Ancestry.
So you're no longer Malcolm Zero at all.
No, Malcolm Zero is out fighting the cause.
Wait, there was an update?
That wasn't me.
Yeah, you got an update like what, 3 months ago or
Yeah.
something? They updated his ancestry.
Yeah. Let me see if
He got an
there's-
upgrade.
Yeah, what did he have to pay an additional fucking $25?
Probably.
Now you're a Viking warrior. For $30, you could be from Krypton.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Why don't you buy somebody a star for their birthday? And I get this more money out of it, more investment. Remember that wave?
Nope.
Buy your sweetie a star with her name on it. We are selling fucking astrological fucking balls of light in the sky.
All right, we gotta fucking end this.
Yes.
The planet.
End the planet.
Yeah.
Hack the planet. All right, so let's go around. Oh, what did Evil Corny say? I
No,
did.
you didn't,
he did.
Corny.
Corny says I did see a box of Just for Men
No,
at Raven
he's
Shadow's
being
house.
outrageous. He's
Did
being,
you really?
Oh
No.
my God! Did we just crack this case wide open?
I don't dye my
Dude.
hair. No, he. Corny.
Corny. Please tell us the truth. Don't jerk us around. This
Corny's
is
not going to
serious.
get invited back
This is
this year.
serious. This is serious. Tell us the truth. Are you joking with us or not?
Well, there's a delay, so he can't answer right away.
No, I know, but
I don't dye my hair. I got-
oh,
I got
dude,
gray-
do
I
you
got
dye
fucking-
your hair?
What are you asking, Alexa?
Alexa, does Raven Shadow dye his
All right.
hair?
He's laughing right now.
Oh, he says no.
Thank
he
you,
says no.
Corny.
No, as in what?
No, he does.
He does dye his hair?
I'm just kidding.
No.
No, okay.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Does Raven Shadow dye his hair?
Did you mean Michael Raven Shadow?
Yes.
Michael Raven Shadow has multiple addresses for home.
Yo, be quiet, Siri. What are you saying? Don't
He got
say
multiple
nothing.
addresses.
Don't say nothing.
Well, he needs a separate house of stores just for men.
Shut your mouth, Alexa. Corny's coming over. All right?
She didn't answer my question. All right, Corny says he's joking.
Okay.
Corny.
Damn it.
All right, let's go around the room, MZ.
Arrivederci, douchebags.
Raven Shadow.
Live fast, love hard, die with your mask on.
All right, do Aries' thing.
Goodbye.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
All right, well, that is going to do it for episode 362 of Trick or Treat Radio. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us live. We appreciate the feedback from Josh tonight. And once again, if you guys want to get some feedback in for the 7th anniversary show, that will be on Wednesday, July 24th, 3 weeks from right now when we're streaming this live. So if you'd like to get any feedback in, you guys have something you want to say about the show or whatever, start getting it ready now and send it in, podcast at trickortreatradio.com. We'd love to hear from you guys. We'd love to hear from, it doesn't even have to be like anything special. We'd just love to hear from a bunch of different folks. Love to hear from people in other countries. I don't know if our friend in Kostroma, Russia, has listened in a while, but I'd love to hear from him. It's been a while, you know.
Big ups, Russia.
Big ups. Oh, maybe they turned off the internet and don't let. Maybe you can't contact people in America anymore or something. There's something like that.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Or if our boy Vessa's out there, I don't want to call people out, but if people from all over, love to hear from you guys for that because I want it to be a fucking party. I want our 7th anniversary show to be a fucking party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
Slager, you're partying already. You have a few drinks in you.
Yeah.
Call in, leave a voicemail. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, so start planning some stuff if you guys want to get it in. I'd love to hear from you guys. And that is going to do it for this episode. And next week, we're going to be talking about Hellboy from Neil Marshall. So
Hellboy
from Neil Marshall. So if you guys want to get in some thoughts, once again, feel free to send us a voicemail or an email, podcast at trickortreatradio.com. And big ups to yourself, right, Raven Shadow?
Yes.
All right, so thank you, everyone who's going to tune into this on the podcast. We love you guys. And check out our Patreon, patreon.com/trickortreatradio. Check out episode 2 of our Patreon exclusive stuff. See you next week.